Good afternoon, good morning, good whatever it is, wherever you are, and welcome back to the Traction channel for another live stream. Yes, we did a live stream on Friday, we played Assetto Corsa Evo, and it was great fun, and I'm back again on a Monday for another live stream. We might even have a third live stream on Tuesday, so it's crazy at the moment, and all of that is just because of how much cool stuff has been happening in the sim racing world of late, because, I mean, this week and last week, we've had so many good updates coming to various games. We've had DLC packs, we've had just major quality of life improvements and all sorts of stuff. We also had new games, of course, launching recently too. So everything is happening on the run up to Christmas, and that's good for us because it means we get to take part in lots of fun racing and try lots of new cool things. So welcome along to the stream. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you all had a good weekend. I'm usually streaming on a Thursday or Friday, so it's a bit strange not to be talking to you leading up to the weekend. But instead, we're actually talking to you just after we've had a weekend. So hopefully it was good fun. Let me know where you're watching from. I see lots of familiar names already in the chat and some new names as well. So just welcome to all of you. It really tied the room together. You finally get to catch a live one. Amazing. So have you been watching these streams, some of them on kind of catch up? It's awesome to have you here live for this Traction stream. And as you may have seen from the thumbnail / title, we will also be doing some giveaways today. So thanks to the lovely people at RaceRoom, we have some codes to give away to you guys for, first of all, some DTM 2002 content. So you can actually take part in the DTM 2002 races, drive these awesome cars, and take part and compete and have fun. But also, we will have a special code at the end for a bigger RaceRoom pack containing lots of content. So if you do not already own lots of RaceRoom content, remember it's a free-to-enter sim. It's not free to have all the content, but it's free to play the game with some of the content. You have to then buy content on top of that. If you have the game, or if you plan on getting the game, but you don't have lots of content, this is definitely going to be a stream you're going to want to watch, and you're going to want to engage with, because we will have giveaways coming up later on. The first of which will be coming after the first race. So, yes. I also have Osley with me in the Discord chat. He's working away, editing very hard on some Traction videos for the run up to Christmas. So I'm not gonna be bothering him too much, but he's gonna be assisting with the giveaway. So between the races, we'll put some information in the chat. We'll tell you how to enter, and we will fire on with everything. Hello, Necrodogs, watching from Oslo. Nice to see you. Oh yeah, FIA GT on RaceRoom would be wicked. We've got some really cool old GT cars on RaceRoom, but they're not official. You know, there's that kind of GTR1, GTR2 classes, and there's some really cool stuff in there. There's a Koenigsegg race car, which is I think a one-off special. We actually did a video on that car and many other rare cars in racing games as well, which is really cool. But it would be nice to see some modern RaceRoom content from that era, from that discipline. Obviously, there's been lots of this DTM and Super Touring stuff. Hello, Hackenbecker in Mexico. Welcome. Schwally1234, hello. We've got someone from the Philippines as well. Ongio, I'm not going to try and pronounce that correctly. But greetings to you in the Philippines. Hope you're doing well. We have our first race, by the way, guys, at 2:15, so we're going to jump in. I'm just going to check my Discord chat real quick to make sure I'm not missing anything. No, we're good. All right. Sweet. Okay. Let's show you what races we've got then. Daily races, because that's what we're going to be doing. You can see that we're actually already registered for the first one at 2:15. It's 2:05 here in the UK. Just to make that clear for the time difference for whoever else is watching. There's actually only 4 people registered at the moment, so it's not a huge grid for DTM 2002. Hopefully, after these giveaways, we'll have some bigger grids. But I'm hoping for a few more entries before the time. Of course, there are races on at the moment as well. So some people will finish up the races they're doing and then join. It's a 15-minute race with a fixed setup around the Hockenheim ring, starting in around about 10 minutes. I have actually done, I think 2 laps just to get all the controls working, because when we are covering... Basically, to give you context, we did a video covering this content before it launched. So we got early access, which was just great fun to do and really cool to make that video. But that meant that we have a different build of the game, and then I have to uninstall that build and reinstall the normal build, and I have to redo all the settings and controls and stuff like that. So it's always a little bit of a faff jumping in and out. However, I did a couple of laps, got it all working, so hopefully we should be good. And we've got about 10 minutes till the race begins. So we're going to do a couple of laps now, a couple of qualifying laps, and then we'll see if we can have a nice competitive race around Hockenheim Ring. Hey up, Teddy, how's it going? Olak's joining the races, that's great to see. No worries, Thierry. Good luck in your race. Are you still doing the Gran Turismo 7 Power Pack stuff? Because that is keeping a lot of people very occupied. We will have a Gran Turismo 7 Power Pack review coming to the YouTube channel this week, so do stay tuned. Tom has been playing it relentlessly. He's been trying to properly get far into it to really give it a fair review, to see how it all is, how all the races are, not just a kind of snapshot of what it's like at the beginning. He really wants to give it the full go. So we will have a review. It's been delayed because we want it to be full and proper, and we'll bring that to you. So if you're a Gran Turismo 7 player, you're still considering whether or not to pick up Power Pack, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you catch that video. Hunt Rogan is in Liverpool. Olak's in Poland. We've got people from all over the world as always. It's amazing to see. Thank you all so much for your support throughout these streams as always, and of course for watching our videos. Oh, you got the XXL pack, but not DTM 2002. Yeah, the DTM 2002 is just a new pack on its own. So that's what we're going to be doing with the first giveaways. Okay, it's Hockenheimring, so we're going to do a couple of laps of qualifying. I'm going to turn the music off. Let me get my gloves on. And I need to keep an eye on the time here, which is behind my camera, so I'm going to have to keep on like leaning over, but I need to make sure I leave before before the actual race session starts. So we're going to do like, 3 or 4 laps or something. My friends say they're excited for Le Mans Ultimate coming to console, but they don't trust motorsport games. Well, what I would say on that is someone who has worked essentially under the ownership of motorsport games in the past. Motorsport games have done a huge amount in recent years to regain trust, essentially, of racing game fans, and have been working away on Le Mans Ultimate, just delivering good update after good update. I don't think there's any reason, personally, not to trust them, and yes, it's obviously just one person's opinion, but I think LMU is a great package at the moment. It's been, there's a lot of work going into that, a lot of the time to improve it, and the update videos are very transparent. There's lots of cool stuff on there, so I would understand, you've got to understand that when people are burned in the past, it's going to leave a sour taste, so that makes complete sense, but there's no reason, I don't think, not to trust Le Mans Ultimate at the moment. Of course, it's a different kettle of fish when it comes to porting a game to console. We've seen games that have been very well received on PC, like Assetto Corsa Competizione, go to console and then be disappointing, or not be, working as they should, or not be as good as PC. So that's not to say that a console port is going to be great. Who knows? It might be fantastic. It might be disappointing. But, as racing game fans, I certainly, for me anyway, hope that when Le Mans Ultimate does come to console, that the port is successful and good, because I think console players are really missing out on, some top hardcore sims. If only the same could be said about PMR. Yeah, it was very messy, unfortunately. Very messy. Right, I've only got a couple of laps, so I'm going to actually get my head down a little bit. We're going to try and get up to speed. I'm driving Manuel Reuter's Opel Astra, so it's probably the least competitive of the 3 cars, but I don't know how fast or slow the cars are on RaceRoom. I've not been able to really test the balance between them. Should hopefully be able to beat my lap from earlier, because that was just literally a kind of 1 lap test run. So a couple of laps I should be able to warm up and get a little bit quicker. Very, very easy to lock up the brakes in this car, because you can actually brake really, really late. The brakes are super good, but because of that, it kind of lures you in really close to the apex. Very easy to lock it up. Thankfully, though, ACC, for instance, did improve a lot. So obviously when it originally ported over, it was a mess, but it did improve a lot over time, which was good to see. Too early on the brakes into the hairpin, so that's going to have to be a bit later. I'm running a sequential gearbox as well. This car has got a very short steering rack. It's like 396 degrees or something of rotation, so that's what I'm running on the wheel just to try and replicate it. Half a second up. Lots of grip on these cars. Not a ridiculous amount, but I always used to think of them as like F3 cars with bodywork. Obviously they're front engine, unlike an F3 car. But just in terms of the kind of driving experience, it felt like you're racing basically a silhouette Formula 3 car. Certainly in terms of the power and the weight and everything. Like Super Tourers on steroids almost, rear-wheel drive of course. That's a much better lap. Full second quicker. Or 8/10 I should say. Oh, I'm sorry to hear you've had a terrible year. I wish you all the best in the giveaway. Of course, we'll be putting up details of that after the first race, and you'll be able to enter. Hey, Lord Moss, watching from Stoke. Hey, Cameron, how are you getting on? You would absolutely love these cars. If I can find 4:10s here, I'll actually be the fastest qualifying time on the leaderboard, which should theoretically give me pole in any of the races, so that's what we're going to try and do. That was too early on the brakes. Got to really be a little bit gentle on the throttle out of the corners to keep the back end in check, but there is a lot of grip. There's massive rear wings on these cars, so they do stick to the road nicely. I'm going to get maybe one more lap in and we'll prepare for the race. Track limit's very, very tight on RaceRoom. I think they're a little bit too tight in my opinion. Right, there's another 10th and a half. It's going to be track limits. See, just running those left-hand sides too far along the curb. We'll be able to do one more lap though, because we'll be able to go back to the pits and jump straight back out. Alright, come on. 2/10 and I get the pole. Bit more curb, but that might be faster. Didn't feel as stable, didn't feel as safe. Nicely avoided the lockup, got into the curb. Power down, a little bit early maybe, a little bit scrappy on the exit. Yeah, half a tenth down, but we can brake later for the next two corners hopefully, so make some of that back. Probably going to lock up and brake too late, but you got to try. Not using any HUDs at the moment, I've just reinstalled the game literally just before the stream, so I've not really set up anything. Try staying in second gear maybe? I think there's enough power in second gear, we probably don't need first. Alright, brake a little later into this one if I can even remember where to brake. Haven't got my markers yet, I think there's no real reference point. That was a bit later, come on. I think we should be 2/10s up. That wasn't great though. Oh, it's going to be tight. We're almost 2/10s up, just under 2/10s up. Come on. Need a really good last sector. That's too wide. Nope, lap's gone. That's going to be 2/10s disappeared, unfortunately. And then full attack for the rest of it, just in case. These cars are epic to drive, I have to say. Yeah, way too much curb on the inside, trying to take all the risks. Anyway, that'll do. Good fun. We'll see how many people are entered. $10 people. Okay, so we're going to have... It's basically going to be one split of 10 people. We should hopefully be able to register. Do you know what? If I register right now for the Super Touring race in Mid-Ohio afterwards... Let's register now, just so we can hopefully get into it. I've not raced the Vectra at all. I've not even driven the Vectra yet, so we'll drive the Vectra. Hopefully we get into that race, and if not, we'll just miss it and do the one after. That's absolutely fine. Okay, DTM 2002, there we are. So 10 people, join server. One split, of course, is all, and we're straight in. I just need to catch up with some of this chat. Yeah, turn one is very, very tricky at Hockenheim. Personally, I got into sim racing properly with R Factor 1. If R Factor 3 could basically be AC, but with the holes filled, good AI, multiplayer and AI, better mod support, then I'd see a need for R Factor 3. Yeah, I mean, that's... I think there is a world where R Factor 3 is a massive hit. It's essentially Le Mans Ultimate. Well, essentially R Factor 2, but with the kind of cleanliness of Le Mans Ultimate and some of the like the online ranked system, which to be fair originated in rFactor 2 just before Le Mans Ultimate came out, if you remember. Got 5 minutes to practice before the race. Oh, Matt's here as well. Matt Webb, amazing. Right, Matt's properly fast. We're ex-teammates, and Matt's been on a couple of these streams before on various games, so hopefully you're in the chat, Matt. It's fixed setup races as well, guys, so we can change a few things, but nothing important really. We change fuel and things like that, but not really going to. Steering angle, we've talked about already. Ah, your PC shows Red Bull Ring for DTM 2002. That is very strange. Not sure why that is. Not sure why that is. Yeah, so, yeah, rFactor 3 I was talking about there. Yeah, rFactor 3 could be a modern day Assetto Corsa. It could be just a modern day rFactor 2 with a much cleaner UI, with better loading times, less of a sandbox game, focused around the multiplayer ranked system that Le Mans Ultimate has. Because it's multi-discipline, it could be epic. Obviously, you're going to really struggle to make like an immersive career mode with all of the different disciplines, because that would create just such a massive project, a massive game. It would be a challenge. But how cool would that be? It would be just wicked. I mean, and obviously Le Mans Ultimate will have a career mode, but Le Mans Ultimate career mode is a little bit easier to comprehend and probably create than an rFactor 3 career mode would be in theory, because Le Mans Ultimate's obviously quite linear. You've got the European Le Mans series, you've got like a class structure where you can move through the classes from like GT3 or LMP3 through to LMP2 through to hypercar. And you've got bronze, silver, platinum, all that kind of stuff. So it makes sense for a career mode, and I'm really excited to see what motorsport games do with the Le Mans Ultimate career mode. However, yeah, rFactor 3. We'd love to see it. We'd absolutely love to see it, but nothing yet. Will the one-man licensing army? Yeah, 100%. Big shout out to Will. Yeah, Fresh Cut Flower, hey, how are you getting on, first of all? Welcome back, as always. DTM 2002s are so fun, but doing anything more than 15 minutes would exhaust me. They are exhausting. They are a physical driving experience, these cars. You properly have to wring the neck out of them and throw them around. And they're very twitchy in like a positive way. Like, they're very direct. As soon as you turn the wheel, they are as instant as you like. It's like, it feels like a proper silhouette race car. Everything is purposeful, and it feels very, very, very purpose-built, very manufacturer-driven. You can just tell by the way the cars drive, even on RaceRoom. And I know I'm not driving the real thing, so all I've got to go on is my real racing experience of other cars, and obviously these cars in RaceRoom. But compared to so many others, they feel like such beautifully designed race cars. They're fast as well. They're actually, I think they've been toned down slightly since we did our kind of preview video, which, by the way, if you haven't seen already, I'd recommend, if you want to know the history of DTM 2002, if you want to see how the series formed into what it was then, some of the challengers, and obviously me talking about the history of some of the cars and the racing, I thoroughly recommend going and watching our DTM 2002 video from last week. So add it to your watch later playlist on YouTube if you want to catch it later. You don't want to miss this in the giveaway, but I would recommend it if you want to learn more. But yeah, because of that, these cars are very, very, very purposeful, very direct, very fun to drive, very difficult and physical as well, for sure. Got a minute left now till our race. Don't know if I've got launch control, but we'll find out. If LMU had a historic pack, I'd be all over it. Welcome back to the chat tabs as well. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, that would be amazing. I would be so excited to see an LMU historic pack with the LMU physics and force feedback. It would just be epic. Studio Productions, yeah, you're wrong. LMU paid for an exclusive license for the Le Mans track. That's not true. That's why we see Le Mans still being sold in many other sims. Hello, OCE, watching from Australia. Good to see you. Ooh, brake pressure's 90% helps with ABS. Yeah, of course, these cars have no driver aids. So you know what? We can try, actually. Just make it... We'll go 95%. Because I'm never going to be using 100% anyway. So let's just go with that. We've got a mixture of Audis, Mercedes, and Opel. That's cool. So Matt Webb's in a Mercedes. We've got 3 Mercs. We've got 4 Audis. And we've got 3 Opels. So it's perfect. We can do like a proper team job here. So it's me, Toman, and Skurdlant. I do not know how to pronounce that. I'm so sorry. Skurdlant. Skrdlant, Austrian. Skurdlant. That's... I've never seen that name before. Love it. Right. Let's do a race, guys. Let's do a race. Yeah, 95% sounds good. So yeah, we're just going to try it. We've got a minute, and then we're doing a standing start, and we're going to go for it. Yeah, Tabs, another edutainment video. I had the flu, so Tom took the lead on this one with the writing it all, and I just chipped in with obviously the live play stuff and the filming, and thankfully Tom is as much as a motorsport nerd as me. If not, I mean, he's an encyclopedia. He knows everything, so he is ridiculous. So the two of us love writing those kind of story-based videos. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy it. Right, 20 seconds. I better get going. I'm going to stop rambling. We'll catch up with the chat after. Am I pole or 10th? I cannot tell. No launch control in these cars. I think I'm on pole. It says 10th, but I think I'm on pole. No, Matt's got to drive through. Right, I think I'm clear. Oh, I wasn't clear. Oh, I saw Towman second place. Didn't see him anywhere, totally in my blind spot. And I thought, do you know what? Towman, I was pretty sure was my teammate. So I thought he'll be in an Astra, and I haven't seen an Astra. So I reckon he's alongside me, and I'm so glad I just left the room. Because I might have caused an incident there, but Towman just got on the curb, and it was okay. So apologies, it was a little bit close, but I'm really glad I didn't fully turn in there. Alright, if we're going to do proper DTM here, I need to be rooting for my teammates. We need to treat this like a proper team race. Shout out to the suggestion of turning down the brake pressure, because I do not need 100%, and it just gives me that little bit more confidence under braking. I've just got a bit more to work with of the brake pedal, which is nice. Try not to abuse track limits. That beautiful Astra in the mirror. I do want to try battling these cars, so I don't know how I'm going to be pace-wise. It looks like Towman's sticking with me, but at some point I want to try a proper battle, so I might drop back to second if Towman doesn't catch and pass me on his own anyway, which is very likely, of course. Just keeping within track limits. Bit deep. That's not going to help. All right. Still got half second though. Love the sound of these cars as well. Proper screaming V8s. There's another missed apex. Looks like we've got an Opel 1-2. So in true DTM fashion, the team will be happy. Even just the sound of the downshifts in this thing. Yeah, I think me and Towman are the same pace, pretty much, so that's great. Right, 11 minutes left. I'm going to let him by, just because I want you to also see what the cars look like from behind. I want to, you know, have a proper race in them as well. And although this would be an amazing race to just go out and win, I'm going to let Towman go. And we'll try and win it anyway, but I just want to have a bit of a battle, and I want to show what these cars look like. I used to have a Scalextrics that was this car. It was the Manuel Reuter Opel Astra with the yellow and blue. I was going to go for a switchback, but couldn't see him. Look at those wings as well. Just awesome. It's such a, like, it's a stupidly nostalgic thing for me, racing against this Opel and driving it. Like, I can't explain to you. Like, it's etched into my brain as a kid, this car. And to be honest, I didn't really, you know, I didn't watch DTM at that age because I was young. I mean, I actually I remember my first memory of DTM live, or at least, like, you know, in period, was actually watching, like, the highlights on Motors TV, and it was this era. It was the Laurent Aiello yellow Audi era, which is actually this year. But I think it was the year after, potentially, that I remember seeing on Motors TV. So I don't necessarily remember seeing this Opel on TV, but I just remember that Scalextrics car. And it was so cool. And it's like, it looks exactly like it. So it just unlocks this really strange childhood core memory of these cars. Right, we've got a good run here. Oh, he's going to defend the inside. Tried to get a switch back. We'll get the slipstream. It's very awkward with a single monitor. You can't really see very well left or right. Oh, almost a bit of contact. Try and go around the outside. Oh, on the curb. Too much wheel spin. Oh, too much curb again. We're bringing the Audi back into it, but that's fine. A little bit of strange net coding going on. Toman's slightly floating every now and then. But nothing too bad. Nothing that really affects the racing at this stage. Just looks a little bit funny. Unfortunately, that's Matt out of the race after the drive-through for the start. Nice sparks off the bottom of Toman. And there is the Audi. For me, that car is, the Audi is nostalgia for two reasons as well. Total Immersion Racing, the blue apt Audi. Well, not the apt car, that was the kind of factory car. And then also the, of course, Gran Turismo 4. Two games of my childhood that the Audi was very famous in. More of a kind of global reputation, let's say, than the Opel. Even though I think the Opel is just so cool. Alright, slipstream, very strong. Oh, switch back, come on. Right, I think we got him. Yes, there we go, back into the lead, let's defend the inside. Oh, big lockup. Come on. Yeah, we're good, we're good. This is the thing, as soon as you start scrapping in these cars and you're a little bit flustered, it's so easy to get that car locked up. Right, come on. Like, power down now, let's try and break the train. Try and let the Audi come into the battle with the Opel. Going full qualifying mode for this lap. So forgive me if I'm a bit, well, you'll probably appreciate it if I'm a bit quieter than usual. So tricky through turn one. Four tenths. The RaceRoom servers is a mixture. So, I mean, 10 cars in this split is not amazing, but it is, you know, a Monday afternoon. So it's kind of understandable. The Super Touring races seemed a lot busier. There was like 20, you know, 20 plus signed up for those. Maybe 28 even at this time of day. And also the The Audi TT Cup races look very busy as well. So I think DTM 2002 is a little bit quieter simply because it's recent paid DLC, so a lot of people don't actually own it yet. So hopefully we can help with that a little bit today with some giveaways. But I mean, like in this race, for instance, having Toman the same speed as me, having Sorze the same speed as well, the three of us, means that I can just have a really good fun race. It doesn't really matter that there's only 10 people in. But obviously it would be amazing if there was like 10 of us at the same pace. The main thing, of course, the more people you have in a lobby, the more splits you have, and the more splits you have, the more likely you are to have people that race at your speed, no matter what speed you're at. So with 10 cars, there's obviously a chance that you'll be on your own, whether you're slightly too fast or too slow for the car in front or behind you. The more people there are, the more likely you're going to be in a pack of multiple cars the same speed, you know? Oh, there we go, 37.0. That was better. Much better turn one. Absolutely nailed turn two. Right, come on, we need to a mid 36 or a high 36 in this lap, please. Yeah, later in the day, more people play, of course, in the evenings. Like, for a lot of people, they're at work at the moment or at school, and then they come home and then they play, so it's normal to be a bit quieter at this stage. That's what the curb looks like at the hairpin. That's the first time you've seen it all day. Second and third are now battling, so that's my key to get away. Oh, it just sounds so good on the downshifts. Can you tell? I like these cars. So we're going to do our first giveaway, guys, in around about 5 minutes' time. And it'll be a DTM 2002 pack, so if you're watching this and you want to get involved and you don't have the content, you'll be able to enter. It's going to be free to enter as well, I should say. It's just going to be, all the instructions are going to be put on the YouTube chat, and we'll chat you through it, but it's a simple case of being around, leaving a comment, being subscribed, and then we will pick at random a winner. There's a 36.7, and as long as you stick around for the stream and we can get in touch with you, we'll be able to get you that code. Right, 1.9 second lead now, 3 minutes to go, so I just need to keep it neat and tidy. Yeah, Traxion hosted RaceRoom Championships, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? Honestly, I would love to do more like hosted events and community events and stuff like that. It's definitely, it's always been on our minds, and it always will be, and hopefully we can have the time to do more of it. Obviously, right now, we're very, very busy trying to cover all these different games, and it feels like we're always very busy here, and that's the reality of it. So there's so many great ideas that we want to try and pull off, and we just need the time to be able to do them. But when we're constantly chasing content for new games and new releases and all these sorts of things, it's tricky to try and be able to, fully put aside the time to do that without it affecting the website and the content, which is obviously what Traxion's all about, bringing you guys the latest news and information and everything. So it would be really, really cool. We do actually have on the channel this weekend, though, we are the broadcast partner with RaceRoom for the kind of special events at the moment. So the 2 hours of Macau in the GT3 cars, which is just going to be insane, that's going to be broadcast on this Traxion channel this weekend, so I'm going to be on commentary duties for that as well. So if you are interested in watching some good RaceRoom action with some of the top drivers on the platform, then that's something for you to look forward to this weekend. I've got a yellow front left tyre, so I am actually wearing my tyres out at the moment a little bit. I'm trying to read. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Blue Bottles. I'm trying to read the comments while I'm on the big straights, but there's not really much time to breathe in this car, to be honest. I saw someone saying, "Yeah, it looks good. Need to take it out for a spin." Yeah, I mean, over the years I've shared many opinions on RaceRoom. I've talked about this before on RaceRoom streams and in our RaceRoom videos as well. you know, for me, this sim has always been a great sort of entry-level accessible sim because it's free to get into, and handling-wise, it's kind of on the safe side. It's manageable, it's accessible. Not every car feels right, not every car feels super authentic, and there are definitely better physics systems and force feedback systems out there, and graphics, in my opinion. It's not kind of the best in any of those areas, but it's one of the best for kind of really cool nostalgic content. It's one of the best for a sort of accessible entry-level sim that's still fully realism focused and still feels great, but isn't, you know, completely difficult to get up and running, and isn't, you know, a massive drama and challenge to get the hang of. So I mean, I've always been a kind of an advocate for RaceRoom's place in the sim racing industry, and obviously that recently they've just continued to improve it so much. Like the multiplayer ranked system that I'm doing right now is really well thought out and really well executed now, with a clean UI and well organized races, lots of different combos. Feels like there's the right amount of events on at any given moment. It's very clean to see. There's still room for improvement, of course, but it's really strong. And obviously every new bit of content that comes out at the moment, all this nostalgic content from old DTM cars and Super Tours and all that, I love it. So it hits the mark for me. And also some of the like esoteric circuits as well. There's so many circuits on RaceRoom that you just don't get on other sims. Let's safely navigate this Mercedes. If it's real DTM, the Mercedes will try and take me out. Rival teams. Thank you very much. He's lifted. Final lap. Will we make it in time for the Super Tourer race? We will squeeze a giveaway in the middle, and Oz is going to help with that. So even if I'm preoccupied joining the servers, we'll get this code DLC giveaway underway. In fact, Osley, if you're around now, if you can hear me, just about to cross the line. We'll do it ASAP once I've crossed the line here.
Hello.
Good afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Excellent. We've just won a race. Win number
Nicely
one
done.
of the day.
I saw you backed off just to let someone by, and then you immediately overtook them as well.
Well, I wanted to kind of, because this is the first race I've done in these cars online, I really wanted to have a good one. So we were very similar in pace. So I thought, you know what, let's let P2 go through. We'll battle a little bit, and I'll try and get the lead back. So it all worked out well in the end. Thanks, everyone. Right, Osley's here, and that means we will be getting the giveaway underway, hopefully. P. Juan. Toman got passed in the end, so it was an Opel 1-3. Sorze got through to P2. Right, there you go. Giveaway is underway, guys. So, exclamation mark, thanks, RaceRoom, all one word, all lowercase, in the chat to enter the giveaway. Make sure you subscribe as well. You only need to do this once, by the way, guys. So, enter the code once, exclamation mark, thanks, RaceRoom, all one word, enter it once, and you will be part of the giveaway. You can't do multiple entries, and one of you is going to win this first pack. We're going to do another race afterwards, and then there'll be another giveaway after the next race. So we're going to do giveaways each race. I have 2 minutes to get into the Super Touring race. 32 people entered. I'm in split one as well. I've done no prep for this other than, again, just testing it out. So it's going to be sketchy to say the least, but we're going to give it a go.
Cool. I've got a 5-minute timer going, and it'll be done when that finishes.
Awesome. Thank you very much. So remember, don't put a space between the exclamation mark and thanks RaceRoom. All one word, exclamation mark, thanks RaceRoom, to get entered into this giveaway. I need to actually check the steering rotation. We're basically going to go straight into this next one. I think I'm going to get like 2 laps of practice. It's on the Mid-Ohio circuit, the little one with the chicane that we did in the Mazda. I say the little one, it's the full Mid-Ohio circuit, but with the chicane. I've never driven the Opel, so this is the very first time, which should be cool. It's front-wheel drive, so a kind of regular Super Touring layout. 405 degrees of rotation, so let me just sort that on my end. And reminder, guys, what you're going to win with this pack, if you win the giveaway, is you're going to win the DTM 2002 pack. So that means you're going to get the Opel Astra that I just drove, you're going to get the Audi TT, and you're also going to get the Mercedes as well. So it's a very, very cool pack. Oh, and we're in the race with Matt Webb. We've got a bunch of people in this race, I think, that I recognise the name of, so that's cool. Let's say we've got 4.5 minutes of practice, so I'm going to go straight out there and try and get a lap in. See if we can find any sort of pace. Of course, we're not going to be at the front of the grid this time, so it's going to be a more hectic battle. The other thing I want to do is get rid of the name tags above the cars, because it's a little bit distracting. I like knowing who I'm up against, but... is it HUD? Display settings? Or I think it's maybe control. Let's see if we can find name tags here. Oh, D. Okay. Right, hopefully that's it. Right, 4 minutes of practice to get into Super Touring front-wheel drive mode. We are in split 1 as well. Okay, yeah, name tags are on. I can switch them off with D, so I'll get them off for the race. Try and follow Moya, who seems to be the fastest so far in this practice session. Just do exactly what the Volvo in front of us is doing. Oh, this sounds good. Will the Primera and the 406 be coming to RaceRoom? I hope so. That would be amazing. You know what? I would really love the Mondeo. I think the Radicic Baird Mondeo. That would be so cool. And obviously the 406. Primera was probably my favourite car on, like, Toka Touring Cars 2. The David Leslie Anthony Reid 98 car was just epic. And obviously 99 Aiello, who, funnily enough, was a legend of DTM 2002. He was the champion. He also won the British Touring Car Championship in the Nissan Primera on his one and only season. So that car is iconic for very different reasons, and I would love to see it in RaceRoom. Few more minutes, guys, to enter. If you haven't already, remember you can only enter once, and then you'll be in with a chance of winning the DTM 2002 content. I had such a good race around this track in the MX-5s last time we did a RaceRoom stream, so hopefully it was more of the same in these Super Tourers. We're going to get one lap in. Never raced the chicane before I did that MX-5 race, but I'm a big fan. It's cool. Nice flow to the circuit. Such a long right-hander, that. Painful. How far off are we? 37.5 to beat. We're 37.8 in the first sector, so 3/10 to find there. We're going to brake after the 300 board. Could brake a little later for there, maybe.
Alright, the time is up and I'll do the giveaway.
Awesome. So Osley's about to pick a winner. You'll see it on the chat, and we will get in touch with you. So if you are the winner, do leave a comment. And you can see there, Nightbot has written the winner. So we're 4/10 off the pace here. It's Calfman2499. So congratulations, Calfman2499. You have won the first DTM 2002 pack giveaway. So make sure you leave a comment. Let us know you're watching. Let us know you're here. And Osley will give you instructions on how to get in touch. And we'll get you that code. Okay, 1:32.7 on the first lap. 4/10 off the fastest. We're just a 10th off of Matt Webb, so hopefully Matt doesn't jump the start this time, and we can actually have a proper race. But I'm going to be starting near the back, of course, having not done any qualifying laps.
We'll give Kefman 5 minutes to reply, and then...
Perfect.
If they don't, then... Oh, there they are.
Excellent timing. Thank you, Calfman. I'm glad you're happy. That's good. Great to see. Amazing. Well, hopefully you enjoy the cars as much as I'm enjoying them. We'll just need to get some social media details from you so that we can get in touch. So Ozzy, I don't know how you want to do that. Do you want to do the same as you've done in the past with that?
Yep, I'll sort it out.
Perfect.
So what I'll do is, if you can just let me know what social media platform you want to be contacted on first, and then provide your social media username thingy.
Yeah.
Sometimes it does block you from sending your actual social media name in the chat. So we just have to play it by ear and see what happens, really.
Yeah, we've got like a backup method, don't you, of changing a YouTube channel description to and stuff like that. So we'll get that to you, and if we can't get through to you, we'll have another way of contacting you, which Oz will assist with on the stream. So don't worry about that. Just follow the instructions of Nutilicious4209 on the YouTube chat. Right, I've got 10 seconds. We're starting from 16th. It's a last to first challenge here around Mid-Ohio Super Tours. I don't know if I'll have winning pace, but if I can get like a top 5, I'll be very happy. So that's what we're going to try and do. Reasonable launch. Oh, not going to sneak up the inside of that one too. We kind of got stuck on the inside, which we don't want to be here. Can't use any pace. If you watched my AC Evo stream on Friday, I unfortunately wiped someone out in the first lap because I ended up down towards the back and then was misjudging everyone's pace, so I don't want to make the same mistake again. Ooh, like I almost did there. Alright, we've got to get past this Volvo. Another giveaway, guys, coming up after this race, so if you didn't win, don't worry, plenty more opportunities. Let's go outside. Ooh, tiny bit of contact. I maybe squeezed a little bit there, shut the door slightly, and we made side-to-side contact, but nothing too bad. Potentially the Volvo understeered into me, I'm not sure. Right, come on, more cars to get past though. S40s everywhere. Try and find a safe place to squeeze by. That'll do. Oh, the Volvo's got a much better exit. We've left the room. Still there, still alongside me, so I'm going to have to leave room here. There we go. That'll do, up to P11. Alright, P5 is the target here. I've just seen we've got a new member join us. Welcome. Harper Creator, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for your support. Oh, I can't get the power down. Got the Volvo down the inside again. But hopefully I can get the slipstream of the Alpha here and just ease ahead. There we go. Slipstreams are very effective. Gonna send it down the inside. Oh, fair play to the Alpha. Held it around the outside. I was going to do a switchback, but he's kind of covered me off nicely. Now the Volvo's back past me again. I'm going to leave the room. Ah, fair play. This Volvo's racing really well. But I think we're going to still be okay. Yes, there we are. Right, top 10 now. Alpha's run deep. We're still, of course, learning this car and track combo, so there's plenty of pace still to be unlocked. And obviously in this battle as well, we're running a couple of seconds slower than we did in that one practice lap earlier. Right, focus on the exit. Oh, wasn't going to be sneaky there. Oh, Volvo off in front. Again, focus on the exit here. Bit too much curb. And actually the Alpha's going to have a slipstream on the car in front, so this is going to be interesting. I've got a bit of breathing room behind me for the first time in a while. Oh, amazing, Harper Critter, thank you. Welcome to the community. Right, let these guys crash into each other. We'll go on the outside if we can. Oh, he's gonna... I'm there. Oh, perfect. I thought he was gonna block me there, but he left the room, so fair play. And he's managed to defend it well. Oh, had to back out of that. Just know where I can go with these runs at the moment. Will I try and sneak around the outside here? Probably not. I'm gonna have to lift. In fact, oh no. Is there enough room? He's just leaving me the room. I've now got to cut off the exit. Now he's gonna get me on the switchback, surely. We'll leave room. No. Fair play to the Volvo. I don't yet have the confidence in the combo to really send it and know that I'll make the corner. I'm still trying to feel my way through this, so I'm not taking any massive risks at this point. I'm just going to try and race cleanly, get through in one piece and not ruin anyone else's race as well. He says, almost playing into the back of the Volvo. That's not good. Oh. And then cut right back in front across of Klemp and the other Vectra. Right. I've got so many cars to pass here. I've got 3.5 seconds up to P6, so the top 5's maybe looking less likely now. The cars I'm coming up against are a bit quicker. I still think I've got the pace on a lot of the cars in front. I just need space to use it. Need to make decisive moves, but keep it clean. And of course this is a 2-split race, so it's more competitive than the last one simply because we're in the top split of 2 splits here, so you've got the highest 20 rated or 16 rated drivers from the 32 that entered. Right. A Volvo bowled everyone off the track. That sounds very British touring carsy. 19th to 10th is pretty good though when that happens. Oh, Matt Webb's done a 32-1. There it is. I want to be up racing Matt. We've had plenty of good battles in the past. We're very similarly matched pace-wise. I'll try and trick this Volvo into defending. And then we'll go for a cutback. But again, yeah, cut track warning, went too much over the curb. Nowhere to go with the run. Unfortunately, the Volvo covered me well. Should have just tried the outside, maybe. This is the tricky one. Can we send it in the inside here? Make life a bit awkward for the Volvo. Oh. Just tried to be really awkward there and kind of block their switchback exit, and it kind of worked, but then I had to really keep it tight to avoid contact on the exit. So it was a bit cheeky from me. I wouldn't say it was dirty, but it was cheeky. Let's try and go around the outside. Leave enough room. Is that us? Yes, there we go. Nice move there. Happy with that. Had the good run. Oh no, I've messed it up though. Come on. Oh no, understeer. Oh, he's had to back off. Cool, I was about to leave the room, but I got it done just in time. Alright, head down. Drive away now. 1.3 seconds up to P8. Okay, some clean space I should say now, lack of traffic, so try and get the head down and find some pace. 1.1 seconds to fish. Someone's off in the gravel, doing a me. Nice battle in front between an Audi and a Volvo, so there's another 2 places that could come to us. We are closing in. We're only 2.9 off of P5 now. We were 3.5 off of P6 earlier. So I think we've still got the pace. Just do we have the time? That's the question. Thankfully, we've dropped the Audi, the Volvo behind us as well, which helps a lot with being able to just take normal lines and everything. That's too much curb, but get away with it. Oh, contact between the Audi and the Volvo. Oh no. Side-by-side contact between me and the Audi. Right, we're going to push the Volvo. Go, go, go. Don't know what lap time I did there. Right, that's ahead of the Audi. Yeah, no idea what lap time I did there, but it was probably my fastest lap of the race so far. Hopefully a 32, despite that last sector shenanigans. I'm not going to try and stick a nose in this time because we're too far back. You need to be fully alongside to be able to do that, or else you're just going to catch the rear end and it's just not nice. So if you want to kind of block off the exit, you've got to be fully, you've got to fully get your car down the inside safely and still be able to kind of hold a tight line. So it's not that easy. The Volvo seems a little bit more erratic though, maybe pushing a bit harder. So I think we can get the Volvo with a mistake from them rather than a big move from me. But I mean, if a big move comes up, I'll definitely try and take it. Just about got the Alpha, a little bit of contact, but I don't think there was anything dirty there. That was very super touring-y. Just a tiny bit of side-by-side when I was on the inside, but I'd kind of earned my place there, to be fair, so I don't think there's anything too far with that. Up to P7. If you disagree, let me know. I did do a lot of killing on Friday in this of course at Evo. For anyone who caught that stream, it was probably my worst race for dirty driving in about a decade. It was horrendous. I think I killed about 3 different drivers on different occasions by accident. It was it wasn't good. It wasn't good. Didn't help me with my confidence with online racing. But you do sometimes have shocking races, and there was no intention, but trying to make sure it's clean today. But yeah, I mean, you have to get stuck in, right? You can be aggressive and you got to have a good battle, and you will sometimes make mistakes. That's completely inevitable, and I've been taken out my fair share of times as well. It's just a balance between getting stuck into a battle and taking it too far. But the Volvo actually let me go there, so appreciated that room. He gave me more room than needed to, for sure. Right, P6. We've got 2.2 seconds to that top 5 that I wanted. We're miles behind the leaders, of course, after all the scrapping. They've just driven away at the front with all the, mutual clean air. So I'm going to do my best to try and close in on P5 here. Yellow front left tyre as usual. Yeah, it was bad. Prolific manslaughtering on set of course Evo. Right, head down, full hot lap mode, try and catch this Alpha. I should have registered for... The thing is, because I'm rushing between races, I might just need to take a breather before the next race and work out what I can still register for and hopefully get like a qualifying lap. And it might be DTM 2002 again, to be fair. I don't think I'm going to catch this Alpha. I think they're a bit too fast. I've definitely got the pace on them, but not long enough to go in this race. Minute 20 seconds, that's what, 1 or 2 laps maybe? And I'm closing about half a second a lap, I guess. that's not going to help. Bit of understeer. Come on. 1 lap to go, I'm pretty sure. Matt's leading. After his drive-through of the DTM O2 race, he's going to get redemption here. I need to get a qualifying lap in, though. Try and start near the front. Alright, there's a 32.8 on that lap. .1 second off my top 5. Come on, I'm going to try my best. Oh, didn't get the gear change, come on. He's got to be seeing me in the mirrors now. I need a mistake. So I'm seeing as well, Oz is trying to get you sorted with the giveaway, so don't worry, we'll get you sorted. Antonio Vela's actually gapped me in this lap now. He has too much pace for me. It's going to be P6, unfortunately, but I've given it my best go. Didn't ruin anyone's race. A couple of small bits of contact, but just proper super touring racing. And no one ruined my race for sure either. It was great. Ah well, it's not P1 again. But it was a really good fun race. P6, great battling. Not sure how I feel about the Vectra of all the Super Tourers, but maybe it would be a more enjoyable, like maybe I'd like the car more if I'd had a better result and I'd had a bit more pace at the start. It's probably a psychological thing, because they're all very similar. Right, I see Calfman's got the account unlocked, so hopefully hopefully you get sorted now. So that'd be great, and then we can actually do the next giveaway because we're finished the next race. All right, we'll be in contact soon with you, Kathman. We'll get you that code. Everyone's picking the Volvo anyway. I don't know. Is the throttle and brake telemetry not on the screen? Yeah, it's not. Let's. I'll look into that. I'll see if I can get it on the screen for you for the next race because I think it's a RaceRoom option. I don't know if it turns on lots of other telemetry, but I can certainly look into it. It's currently 3:02, so what race have we got at 3:15? We've got another DTM 2002 race. Only 3 people signed up at the moment. We've got Audi TT at Slovakia Ring has got 35 people, or we could do another Super Tourer and get qualified. Should we do another Super Tourer and get qualified? Volvo is also strong. BMW, we could do rear-wheel drive. You know what? Let's do another Super Touring race, because I'm in the zone with that, but let's go rear-wheel drive. There's also Audi TT. Guys, I've never driven Slovakia Ring, so if you want to see me learn a new track live and be terrible, I can do the Slovakia Ring. Or we could do DTM 2002 again. But the numbers are not there at the moment for that one. I'd like to see more than 4 people signed up. People are saying Audi. Will we go Audi? Yeah, let's do something different. It's free as well. 38 people signed up for that, so I need to learn the track. I don't think I've ever driven the track. Yeah, you're right. All right. Oz is still trying to work out. We will get to the second giveaway in a little bit, don't worry. But we were going to start this first one first, just to make sure we get Calfman the code. So Calfman, you've got another message there for you. We'll try and get in touch a different way because we seem to be having some issues. Are we good to do another one? Are you all right to handle?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, we're good.
Right, there you go. Second giveaway is underway. We're going to register for this race. We're going to do the TT race. I'm going to learn Slovakia Ring in 5 minutes. That's going to be the challenge. But yeah, the second giveaway's underway. Exclamation mark. What is it again? Exclamation mark. I've lost it on my screen.
P6 John.
P6 John. Exclamation mark P6 John. You guys have got it. There you are. Get entered.
I did want to put in question marks and exclamation marks, but I didn't know if it would break it. So I thought play it safe.
I don't think P6 deserves an exclamation mark question mark, let's be honest. P6 is just...
P6 John?
It's all right. It's all right. I think given that race, I'm quite happy. It was a shame because I did say my target was P5 from the beginning. But you know, you can't win them all. You can't win them all. Paul Davies, it's P6. It's the number 6, not the word 6. So you can enter again. Exclamation mark P and then just the number 6 and then the word John. So Paul, get it sorted. Get yourself entered properly. Right, you're going to see me now live for 10 minutes try and learn a track, which I don't think I've done on this channel before live. I want to see if there's a quick way of turning on my throttle and brake inputs, although it's going to be an absolute disaster in this race because I'm going to be on and off and on and off the throttle. Is there an option here in the HUD? I think there's like a data display. Yeah, it's on. In-game overlay, all are set on. Does anyone know how to get my exclamation mark brake trace on the RaceRoom? I need to bind a button. All right, let's do it. Let's do that. Anyway, yes. Reminder, guys, entering the giveaway, you're in for a chance to win the DTM 2002 pack, which is amazing. The cars are awesome to drive, whether you're racing against AI offline, hot lapping, or you're racing online in ranked racing. It's just phenomenal. So get yourself entered, get yourself a chance of winning DTM 2002 content on RaceRoom, which is, of course, free to enter. All right, let's see. Toggle
be a good idea
input
if
meter.
Set a timer as well.
Yeah, set a timer. Yeah, good shout. There we are. Right, throttle and brake are now up, guys. So I need to learn this track. And also, hang on, it would help if I actually set a gear shift button for my upshifts because we're using paddles. There we go, for this car. Okay, right, I've got, what, 9 minutes? Let's do it. So I'm looking at the map. You guys can not quite see the map on my screen, so that's fine. I can see it. That's the main thing. You can see what's coming next. So we're going down the main straight. I'm going to start by learning off the map. So it looks like we've got a right-hander. We've got a 100 board. Okay, so braking at 100's too early. I'll talk you through the process as I learn the track here, and the car, to be fair. 100's too early, but the corner are kind of not quite as tight as it first looks. So we're going up a hill here. 50 board, but that's a very fast corner, so that's going to be like a 4th gear, fast right-hander. Very committed through there. Lots of elevation that I didn't expect here. Then, as soon as we get over the hill, we're braking for a right-hand hairpin. So, probably 2nd gear, maybe 3rd. Need to get used to this front-wheel drive Audi TT as well, because I've not really driven this car, actually. We've got a fast left-right. Is this flat out? No, not quite. Oh, and then into another right-hander. Very long right-hander, and then you're exiting with the left-hander, so you've got to stay to the inside. And then we've got another tight left very soon after. Oh, dear. Have I got TC and ABS? That's the next question. Okay, I do have TC, so we'll have that on 5, which is the setting is essentially 1. We've got ABS as well, so I'll make sure that's up on 4 or something. We'll see if we lock up. Anyway, I've forgotten what corner that was. Okay, then we're going to go left at the bottom of here. Thought we were going right. Going to go slightly heavier on the ABS. Someone said this is an easy track to learn. It's like the twistiest thing I've ever seen in my life. It's like the Nordschleife. Slovak-Schleife. That doesn't sound great. 1 minute 40 already into the lap. So we're going to get like 4 laps and that's all. Finally got it wrong. And we've invalidated both laps. Alright, okay. Okay. Let's try again. So last corner's tight. Yeah, once you get the hang of it, it'll be fine. I've got 146 backseat drivers in the chat telling me how to drive Slovakia ring, but I can't read any of your comments because I'm so focused on actually not missing the corners because I have no idea where I'm going. This should be fun. Cam is spot on.
Very delayed as well.
Sorry, say that again? Oh, delayed. Yeah, that's true. Someone will be giving me advice for turn 1 as I'm heading through turn 3. Cameron makes a very good point. It is like Snetterton had a baby with a Race of Champions sort of track. I'm also going to learn a lot from other people in the race. So that first corner, like the line for instance, because it's a long corner, sometimes the lines aren't immediately clear. I think this is a very fast 5th gear right-hander. Yeah. Yeah, someone definitely lied to me about this being an easy track to learn. I get that it will have a nice flow once you're up to speed. But it's the up to speed part that's the tricky bit. Right, double apex, kind of long, sweeping hairpin. Then we're back to the right. You've got a flat out left, I'm gonna guess, and then we're back to the right again. Is it flat? I don't think it was. I think I had a little lift last time, yeah. And then we're into another right-hander, so that's kind of Mangy Kur-esque. Through this long right-hander. Very long right-hander, then you're flat out for the exit, which is a left-hand kink, into another tight left. This was a really tight one. So down to second gear, into the curb. Slightly too early on the power, but it's okay, we're still valid. And this is going to be a fast left. Slight lift needed. Very slight lift needed. It's a bit Sachsenringy as well in Germany, to be fair. Stay to the right. I was drifting over to the left. No. Keep it valid. Yes. We need some sort of lap time. Okay, so that over that hill, I need to remember to stay to the right, not drift to the left like I was doing there. Right, is it right or left after this one? I can't remember. This is the last corner now, so this is the one where I got it all wrong last time. So let's brake at the... let's try the 100 board. Okay, that's way too early. That's fine. So after the 100 board, but before the 50 board. And it's a really long hairpin. I can see how this will have a nice flow once you get the hang of it, but that's just not going to happen today. Okay, first lap done. It's a 2 minute 7.8, so it's a long lap. I'm 109th on the leaderboard. Some work to do. Okay, I'm going to redo that lap. Went a bit too deep. What's the time? I've only got like 3 minutes, guys. I think I'm going to get one more lap, and that's literally it. Because I think the race starts at... Is it quarter past or 20 past? Maybe it's 20 past, actually. Do we have a second winner of the... Yeah, we do. Tabs. Tabs1913 has won the giveaway. Awesome. Congratulations, Tabs. I know you'll be watching, so get yourself responded, and we will... Oh, you already responded. Amazing. I'm so far behind schedule. But congratulations. That's 2 of our giveaway winners now. Oh, no, I've got it wrong. Oh. Right, come on. Come on. Ozzy, I know you're literally doing 6 things at once right now, but could you tell me if this race starts at quarter past or 20 past by going back on the live stream and telling me what it says on the server thing about 5 minutes ago, or 7 or 8 minutes ago? Just because I need to leave and make sure I join the server in good time. I think it's 20 past. Ah, you can join anytime. Okay, cool. Okay, so braking at the 50 board, we're going to take tighter line through T1.
15:20.
Perfect, okay. Right, better T1 that time. Then this is the fast right-hander, so we're going to stay in 5th gear. A little bit of a lift. Probably do even less of a lift. Then we've got this hairpin to the right, so I'm going to wait until the start of the curb. Oh, yeah, it should have been earlier on the power and run out wide, but it is what it is. That's the bit where I really need to learn more and get the flow, because I'm nowhere near the flow there. Two bites on the throttle again. I think I'm probably about half a second up on this lap. Stay to the right. I remember to stay to the right. That's where I went too deep last time as well. Okay. Right. I'm making the same mistakes. That's normal. Just need to learn from them very quickly. We're going to do one more qualifying lap here, I think. I'm so used to knowing so many circuits, but RaceRoom just throws up really obscure tracks that... I mean, Slovakia Ring's not that obscure. I've seen racing there before on TV, but it's just one of those tracks that's not in enough sims for me to guarantee to have raced there before. Right, so I'm going to brake at the 50, down to 5th, 4th, down to 3rd. Delay the acceleration a little bit, stay to the inside, now accelerate. Out to the curb. I was a little bit early on the throttle, but getting the hang of it now. Then we're going to go flat over this bridge. Stay to the left, not that far to the left. Slight lift through this one, but only very slight. And then back on full power. Fully commit, close to the curb. I reckon it might be fully flat out on a better lap. Guys, that second giveaway is over now, so you don't need to enter anymore. Tabs is the winner. We're half a second up straight away on this one. Tabs has won the second giveaway. There will be another giveaway after this race, though, guys, so don't go anywhere. And it'll have different entry requirements, so we'll cover that when it opens. Okay, this is all flat out, and then it's the kind of... Ah, okay. I've got a better technique through this bit now. I need to... That was not good, but I saw what I needed to do. And then this is the one where there's a very sharp left-hander straight after here. And delay the throttle a little bit more. There we are. Then this is the one that's just about flat out, I reckon, if I can get the line right. Okay, then stay to the right and brake immediately, because this is the really tight left that I keep making a mistake on. There we go. Little bit of a lift through there, flat through here. Out to the outside, we're 1.4 seconds up. Last corner, brake after the 150 board, but before the 100, so I'm going to go just at the curb here. Don't know where to double apex there, I'm just hugging the inside, but I'm going to have to follow someone faster in the race. Through there. This is going to be my last qualifying lap, guys, and we're going to jump in the server. No, we've got 4 minutes, we can still do one more. Sorry for headbutting the mic. 2.1 seconds improvement. So we're up to 19th all of a sudden. 100 and something up to 19th. That's a big jump. Much better turn one. Stay slightly to the right. Don't go all the way to the left like last time. Use this curb. Confidence lift. In on the curb. Nice. Right, brake a little later for this one. And then we can run out a bit wider and then cut back. It's not going to be the perfect lines, but it's just trying to learn enough so that I can be competitive enough for this first race. A little bit deep. Come on, get turned. This is still an improved lap, though. Alright, stick to the right. Brake when we get over the hill. Pretty early. A little bit of a lift on the power. Over that curb. 7/10 up. Oh yeah, that would be a good idea. If I had more time, I would jump on the Ghost right now, to be fair. Let's run a bit wider through this last corner, actually. I tried to, but I still went in a bit too narrow, so I reckon I can just run it deeper in there. It's going to be faster anyway. I know I lost a bit there in the last corner. I kind of got distracted just before the lap. 8/10 quicker. We're up to P7 now. So we're getting closer to the pace. That's too deep. Okay. Anyway, that was it. Up to P7. Do you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. That's what's fun about having a leaderboard, right? You can just keep on chasing times. Okay. So yeah, once again, massive congrats to Tabs for winning the giveaway. So Tabs has won the second one. So we're going to have a different giveaway after this next race, guys, so don't go anywhere. We'll have more DTM 2002 packs coming your way. But Audi TT race. Split 1 of 5. Okay, we're in the top split, which is dangerous on a track we've just learned. However, we now actually know it a little bit. So maybe there's a chance. We're into the 204s. yeah, really good fun just chasing that. And I actually begin to get the flow of the track. You can just see there that the issue I have when I'm learning a track for the first time is quite often the kind of longer, slower corners, because those are the sort of corners where you need to essentially like treat it as two different corners or two different apexes, and it's about knowing the point to over push the car and go a bit too fast, and then naturally run out wide, carry more speed, and then you can cut back on yourself. That takes time. It takes practice. It takes watching faster drivers. Your kind of natural thing to do when you're new to a track is to just go out there and kind of get into the apex. You're not really thinking about, oh, I need to actually miss that apex to get the next one. And this track has a lot of those types of corners, which makes it slightly awkward. Oh, Terj hasn't won anything yet. Terj, if you do like 40 more of these streams, if you watch 40 more of these streams and we're giving away 40 more for 40 more streams, I'm sure you'll win one eventually. Maybe you're going to win the next one. Who knows? Who knows? Everyone's got an equal chance, Terj, so it could be you just as much as it could be anyone else. Yeah, I should have activated the ideal ghost, because I think it's actually a button. Is it number 5 or 4? Number 3 maybe? Yeah, there you go. You can pick a ghost car to choose. But I think we know it. I know the track well enough now to at least have a race, right? Yeah, you just YOLO at the first race and send it. I mean, obviously, if I was doing that, the issue is that like it's danger. I don't want to ruin someone else's race because I've missed a braking point for hairpin. Like for instance, you go over that bridge and it's a blind corner, and suddenly I'm like, whoa, I'm meant to be braking. I didn't know I was meant to be braking. I'm going to wipe out someone in a top split race, and I do not want to do that. So you're always better to, if you have the time, do a lap or two of practice just before you jump into a track. It's the last corner I want to practice. I actually need to change my steering rotation as well, because right now it's not quite synced up properly. I forgot to do that before I jumped in the TT, so however much I turn the wheel is not matching what's in game. So I'll sort that, but I'm going to sort it after I have practiced the last corner one more time. So this one's a really long corner. You've got to kind of stay tight and then try not to understeer too much. A little bit of a lift through here and then on the power. And then it's... Right, let's try braking a bit later then. So not the 150, then it's the curb, then it's the 50. So you want to be... Okay, then I'm going to naturally run a bit wider. There it is. Slightly wider, and then on the power. It's a little bit like Mid-Ohio, actually. That's much better. Okay, so I need to brake much closer to the 50 board and just let the car run in too deep. Obviously try not to wipe anyone out, but I should be around fast drivers if I've, since I've qualified. Okay. This is alright. This is alright. This is the free combo. This is the free combo, car and track. I mean, to be fair though, if you don't know Slovakiaing, if you're like me and you have no idea what you're doing, I've just shown you that you can actually learn the track in a short amount of time. It's not easy, and it's a bit sketchy, but you can do it. My issue now is I'm in the top split, and I don't know, I'm qualified, so I'm going to be right in the thick of the race. So we'll just have to see how it goes. Do you leave the wheel SW 900 degrees? Right, this is the thing that's strange about RaceRoom. I don't yet have for some reason, I can't get it so that the wheel rotation always matches my rotation and it feels good in RaceRoom. In other games, you can set it to 900 or 1080 and it will just match the car in the game. But in RaceRoom, I feel like there is a way of doing it, but it's not consistent and it's not that easy. So what I do is I literally just... Every time I jump in the car and I go to car setup, I check what it says here. So for me, steering angle 540, and I switch my wheel in the software of my wheel to 540 degrees. So I do that for every car because I can. It's really easy. For some people, it's not that easy and quick to do. You can set it to like 1080 degrees and then always have the game, match the real car, but it doesn't. It's a bit janky. I haven't quite worked it out. I can't get it either, and no one else can see it just changed to what it is in setup. Yeah. I mean, there is a thing, right? I'll very quickly show you this. So in the options, if you go to, it's actually in graphics and then cockpit. I'll do this real quick. If you go graphics and then cockpit, there is this where you can, steering animation, you can set it to custom, fixed, or match car setup. So if you've got your wheel to 1080 degrees, you can set this to custom and set it to 1080. However, the problem is that then your steering lock can go double as big as it should be. So it doesn't actually feel in any way good, because it basically slows down your steering and you have to completely oversteer the car. Because you're then, in your profile, you're at 1080 degrees, but the game wants you to have like 400 degrees for some cars, for instance. So the only way I can really do it is by just changing it manually for each car, which is annoying. So I go for match car setup on the steering animation setting, which is in graphics and cockpit, and then I go and check the car setup menu, check the number at the top here, 540 degrees, match my wheel to that, and it's different for every car, remember, and then go for it. But if you're slightly out, it doesn't matter. Like, even when I was practicing there around here, I had the rotation at the wrong amount. I had 400 degrees, and it was fine. It wasn't perfect, but it was fine. Okay. P4 on the grid. P4 on the grid. I'm glad you enjoy the streams, Terj, by the way. I saw that comment. That's very kind of you. What are we going to do? First ever race around Slovakia ring from P4 on the grid. Get your predictions in the chat. We'll get a giveaway going as soon as this race is over. It's 15 minutes. Have I got launch control? Unavailable. Okay. So standing start, front wheel drive. Fourth on the grid. Not a great start. Not terrible, not great. I've got a teammate in this race in the green car. We're going to go outside, actually. Okay, side by side is not going to be good through this flat out right-hander. So we'll just have to see. I've never raced around here as well. Oh, I've pulled out, perfect. So I kind of need to learn still how you race around this track. But let's just try and learn from the cars in front. Fresh Cuts predicting P1. That is bold, but I like it. Just follow these three in front of me now. And learn from them. Follow the rhythm. I kind of have this anyway. But there's some corners like that one. Jeez! Dive from the car behind me. Fair play. I mean, I wasn't expecting it, and he just sent one, and he made the corner, and I had to dive out the way. But fair enough. Anyway, right, P5. Now we try and follow. Slightly different steering ratio now than I had before as well, so I just need to get used to that a little bit. But I think it should be more natural than normal. There's a car running wide. Doing a John on that corner. We've got half a second to Glavach behind. That's another name I recognise on RaceRoom. Right, we can brake later than usual, than we think here. Just had to back out there not to make contact. It's going to bring in Glavach behind us. Or Glavach, I'm not sure if it's Glavach or Glavach. And my line pretty correct through turn one though, looking at what everyone else is doing. I seem to be there or thereabouts. Track limits, predictable. Dive bomb for the lead from my teammate, essentially. I think it's Wagner in the other green car, so I'm going to treat him like a teammate. This is where he dived it down the inside. So you can make a move in there. I can see why he did that. It was a great move, by the way, on lap one from Villaran. Really, really solid, brave move. Alright, let them all make contact. This is perfect. Let's just like learn, watch them, not go for anything too bold. Let them make the mistakes. There you go, contact again. They're all going to take each other out eventually. And I get a great front row seat for this. Thank you. Alright, now we're going to get stuck in, except he hasn't seen me. Fair, I understand why he didn't see me, let's be real. Wagner there. I kind of stuck my nose in because everyone else was going understeery, but he would have had no idea what was going on around him. Alright, let's defend the inside here. He's going to do me around the outside, and I'm not really going to be able to do much about it here. 3 wide. I'm not really going to blame anyone there. I think it was 3 wide, and I don't think everyone knew we were 3 wide. I probably should have backed out, let's be real, but I kind of felt I'd earned my space. I didn't expect to kind of get thrown off the inside. It is what it is. They're making contact up in front. This is mental now. He's going to turn in here. Oh. I'm just going to run out wide. Use my track limits. On you go. Right, this is a fun race now. I'm just going to get stuck in and have fun. One down the inside. Oh, he's going to back out. Okay. It's Glavach again. I left the room. Have I got a bit of damage? I don't know. I've had a lot of contact in this one now. This is the free combo, guys, which is probably why it's so popular, but also, I mean, as you can see, the racing, and this is the top split, is mental. Like, it's fun racing. Really, everyone's getting stuck in. I'm not saying it's all fully clean from everyone. I can't really evaluate that as we're going here, but it's certainly exciting, and no one's crashed yet. There's been, of course, there's been incidents, but no one's, like, crashed off the road yet and fully out of the race. Until now. Wagner's off. That was getting maybe a bit too feisty. I take responsibility there. I basically cursed it. I don't think I've got the confidence in the combo to get P1 in this race, but I can certainly, you know, podium's got to be my target here. I'm going to do as well as I can, and I am going to try and get a podium. Obviously, I'll try and win if I can. This first corner is super inviting because the racing line is nowhere near the inside, so it's really tempting to just send one like this. But I'll try and trick them into running too wide. Oh no. Oh, I had to back out of that to not make contact with the rear of Lawson. It's just very, very inviting to go for an overtaking move there because there's so much room inside the racing line. The car is... I'm not sure about the car. I mean, I'm not a massive fan of front-wheel drive cars, pretty much with the exception of Super Tourers. I can enjoy front-wheel drive cars if they're set up well and they're on a good sim. And this is, you know, of all the sims, RaceRoom is pretty good at front-wheel drive, but I'm not in love with it, just in terms of enjoyment. I mean, it's great fun for racing, and the characteristics of it make it good for, like, bumper-to-bumper racing, but I would much rather be, like, pounding around this track in, well, a DTM 2002 car or, like, something rear-wheel drive at least. But that's just a personal preference. The Super Tourers are different because they're set up so on the nose and they're so kind of stiff that even though they're front-wheel drive, they are just really enjoyable. Not all of them are front-wheel drive, I should say. Alright, Glavach is going to be frustrated behind me here, I'm sure, because I'm kind of not really doing much. Or he's just the same as me and just enjoying kind of watching the show and hoping to pick up the pieces in the end. Great exit from Glavach. Oh, more contact up in front. I'm gonna leave him room. He's got the overlap. It's fine. 6 minutes to go. I don't mind losing that position. We've got a long race to fight here, and I think he deserves it. I don't have the confidence yet in exactly where to brake on the inside line, for instance. Oh, yeah, there you go. That's unfortunate. But it was coming. Alright, P4. Lawson's very fast, so he's 8/10 behind, but he'll come back. Much better for me through there. But you can see how much I understeer when I get... If I put the throttle down too much, now that you can see my inputs, thank you whoever made that comment, you can just see as soon as I go full throttle out of those slow corners, you just go straight. So you really have to feather the throttle. You cannot just nail the throttle in these cars. You have to be super gentle on it. Like this, for example. There you go. Oh, Glavach coming out all the way. We've got P3. I want to learn from Glavach in here because he's got confidence to go in quite deep on the outside and makes it stick, so. Four and a half minutes to go. Sorry guys, I'm not reading the comments much just because, as you can see, I'm preoccupied. Georg's here though. Hey Georg, Santos is going to come flying through the slipstream. I'm not even going to try and block him because I'm not going to gain anything from it. He's pulled out anyway. Oh, come on. That's going to be a terrible exit for me. Let's use the track limits. We got away with it. Everyone made a similar mistake. Leader's gone now, so it's kind of me versus Glavach versus Santos and Lawson for P2, I think, is going to be the deal here. Unless we really get the foot down, Villaran makes a mistake, which is possible, of course. Oh! Santos missed his braking point. He's punted me off, but... don't think there was intention there, to be honest. Anyway, we're still in it. All good, all good. I think he's just made a mistake, missed his braking point, and once you do that, there's no going back. Still a four-way scrap for P2. We're just at the back again with 3 minutes to go, so I need to get past these guys quick now, and I think we're a bit too far away maybe from Glavach, 1.8 seconds, so it might just be a fight for the podium between three of us now. There's even another car coming in behind in P5, or P6, sorry, 9/10 back, so even the top 5 isn't fully safe. Don't read this, says Terj. Okay, I'll not read it. Let these two knock each other out and then get a good exit. They're going all the way, they're going all the way, they're going all the way, they're going all the way! Oh man. I mean, I'll take it. It's getting a little bit too feisty, isn't it? With some of this. Now, Santos disqualified. Oh, okay, it's too many instant points for Santos. I'm looking at the wrong bit of the screen, oh my goodness. To be fair, Santos, maybe... I don't know who was the aggressor there. I didn't see who was on the inside, who was on the outside. I was just busy laughing. But, I mean, it got a bit dicey there, didn't it? Between a lot of people in a few different instances. Now I need to just focus to stay in P3 here. You know what? Glavac just caught the leader, so if they have a crash, I could still win it, but on pace-wise, it's just going to be trying to hang on to P3. No, don't do that. Don't do that, John. Oh, that's going to cost us some time. Now I've got no one to follow. I need to try and really focus on the track, because I don't yet have like a baked image of the track in my head yet, so I really need to focus that I don't miss a corner. And when I've got no one directly to follow, it's much easier to kind of forget which corner you're at and make a mistake, so I need to really focus up here. 3 seconds behind the leader, minute to go, so I just need them to come together. That's the only way I can get back in this. But they're going to go do or die. There's 1 lap to go. They're going to go all at it, I think. So there's, you know, you never know. Let's just see. Let's just see. First ever race on Slovakia ring. Where are we going to finish? Predictions in the chat. I mean, it's a bit late for predictions because it's looking basically like P3 unless something crazy happens. But crazy things do happen. They're going to go full scrap last lap here. Come on. I need to really focus on my lines, nail every corner. Put everything I've learned about this track into good use here. Come on, come on. I want to get fastest lap on this last lap. Not if I do that, come on. It's fine, we can cut back, but that's not going to help. Not perfect. We've closed the gap so much. It's still doable. Come on, 1 big send. No, not for me. Not for me. Oh, there was the big send. I've gone in a little bit deep, though. Oh, I'm not close enough. We need 1 more lap, guys. We need 1 more lap. And I reckon I'd be there. Come on! They're still going to fight here. They're still going to fight. No, that's it. I messed up my last lap as well, to be fair. I could have done a bit better, but I wouldn't have got another second. Oh, great race. Nicely done. And Glavac, to his credit, he was behind me for a lot of that. And he didn't send it on me at any point. He kind of just played it safe. He made a couple of amazing moves around the outside, but he was completely clean and relaxed. And then he ended up very nearly winning this race. So I just want to give credit there to Glavac. Credit to Villaran as well. The front two definitely raced cleanly. I was in the kind of mental scrapping there with Lawson and I think it was Ramos or Santos. I can't remember who it was. But either way, it was Santos, yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Would the chat like another giveaway?
Chat, would you like another giveaway? My fastest legal lap there, by the way, was a 2:13.0. So that shows you how many laps of mine I had off tracks. I was 10th. My fastest lap was the 2:13.0, which I think is the first lap of the race. So that's quite funny from a standing start. Anyway, I think I did a 2:04 in the last lap, which wasn't legal, but there we go. The chat say yes, Osley. The chat say yes.
Oh, Neil Samo said no thanks. Or thankants, so
Nismo,
no giveaway.
You've ruined it for everyone. Tabs is okay
Tabs
as
said
well.
no thanks either. Yeah. Alright, I'll just take these DLC codes and store them away, I guess.
We could do so. There's 22 people signed up for Slovakia Ring at 5 to 6, or we could do a Nordschleife in the Audi TT. I think it would be quite cool to do the FRJ Cup at Slovakia Ring. Same. Now that I know the track, try it in a different car. We could do the other Audi TT race, but I don't want to do two. You know, we've got so many options. I don't really want to do two in a row. So it's either, let's say, either FRJ Cup Slovakia Ring or Audi TT. I'm going to do a poll. There is a giveaway at the same time, guys. So exclamation mark race
Oh crap!
room.
Sorry, yeah, I tripped and accidentally pasted that in.
Oh
in the
no!
chat. Oh,
What disaster! Another giveaway code.
bloody hell! So annoying.
Exclamation mark race room podium to enter the next giveaway, guys, for DTM 2002 pack. I'm going to start a poll. We're going to have a minute to answer. It's either TT at Nordschleife or it's the FRJ at Slovakia Ring. Go!
You've got 5 minutes.
I've done the spelling horrible for that, I'm sure. But guys, get your entries in for the giveaway. Exclamation mark race room podium and get your votes in on the poll for what we're going to do next. I've got 5 minutes, so we've got time. FRJ and I'll join. Awesome, Gasper. But FRJ needs to win the vote. And at the moment, TT at Nords is winning the vote, guys. If I get into... I'll give it 1 minute, because I'm going to close it. Because if I'm early enough, I can do one qualifying lap. On either of these. Alright, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's Nords. I know, guys, I'm sorry. I know a lot of you voted for Slovakia Ring. But even though, and I know the chat, some of you are want more Slovakia Ring. I totally get it. But everyone's got the equal chance to vote, and it's just slipped towards TT at Nordschleife, so that's what I'm going to do. So I don't think I've ever done a Nordschleife race as part of a stream, guys. So let's qualify real quick. Gasper's joining Nords as well. Excellent. In you come. Hopefully we'll be in the same split. You've got another couple of minutes to enter the third giveaway, guys. Exclamation mark race room podium. Now, at least, weirdly enough, I know the Nordschleife much better than Slovakia Ring, despite it being a lot longer. I'm now up to speed slightly with the car. I don't think I'm very good at the car, but I have an idea, so we can do a qualifying lap. I think the race is on the hour at 4 o'clock, so I've got 13 minutes. I'll get at least one qualifying lap in. And I need to try and keep it clean to get a valid lap, because that's going to jump me ahead of anyone who doesn't qualify. Exclamation mark race room podium. You can only enter once. Let's
You have 2 minutes left.
do a lap. Kevin wants to see the track. Awesome. Well, hopefully everyone who voted for FRJ at Slovakia Ring, I'm sorry you didn't win the vote, but hopefully you'll still enjoy this. Right. I've got literally just going to have to get something valid and make it count. Obviously, I don't know where the braking points are in this car. I'm new to the car as of today, as of about half an hour ago, so I have a feel for it, but... And it's the GP, yeah, okay, it's full 24-hour layout. And I know I always say this and I never pull it off, but I'm going to try and be cautious enough to make sure I get a lap in. Okay, no, it's the full GP first sector, which I didn't expect. Interesting. Thought we were going to go left there after turn 1. Track limits on RaceRoom are very strict as well. That's what I need to remember. Oh, no, it's going right. Okay, it's not the full GP. Sorry. I almost went straight on there, going for the full GP layout. That's going to cost us a little bit of time, but who cares? It's Nordschleife. Keep it valid is the main thing. I got lucky there, didn't I? Yeah, it's the NLS layout. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. So it's the faster chicane, but I can't see because the sun's low, so I'm going to brake extra early because I literally could not see the chicane. And then we're going to go left. Right. On to the Nordschleife section. At least we know which way it's going to go this time. There's not exactly many different alternative layouts. Should be able to pick up the pace a bit through here. Not bad. Way, we've got another giveaway winner. Congratulations. Follow Nutilicious' instructions in the chat and you'll get your DTM 2002 code. Oh, Awesome Boy, I think the name is. I tried to read it on the Nordschleife. It's a terrible idea. I think it's Awesome Boy. Yeah, well done. Well done. So get back in touch with us and we will be sure to sort you out with the code. Nope. Oh, got away with it. Got away with it. Lost maybe half a second, but kept it legal. Hey, we've got, that's now, what, 3 winners that say they never win anything, so that's amazing. 3 first-time winners of giveaways. Congratulations, all of you. And don't worry, that's not the end of it, guys. We have more codes to give away, I promise you. So, stay tuned. Hopefully you're enjoying the show. Hopefully you can join in, some of you as well. I'm seeing that some of you are going to join in this Nordschleife race. And then we'll get more codes out after this one. Just get my 1 qualifying warm-up lap in here. Bit cautious through here just because it's very easy to push too hard and invalidate the lap, I'm sure. Down towards Adenau. Those apartments you can see straight ahead of us is where I stayed the one time I went to the Nordschleife. Absolutely epic place to wake up in the morning. You can see the cars up on the hill because obviously the height difference is crazy when you're down there in the apartment. In the balcony, you can look down on the kind of town, but then you look up and it's just cars shooting down the hill. It's absolutely insane. Let's brake nice and early through here, just because we don't want to get anything wrong. He says getting it wrong, and that's going to hurt my run all the way up here, which is a very, very important exit, so that's going to scupper us a little bit time-wise. I went in a bit too safe, braked too early, knew it, said it, so then tried to compensate by getting on the power really early and I went too soon. Or something like that. Anyway, maybe I didn't slow down enough for the corner. I just tried to get back on the power really early in it and yeah. Overcautious turned into over ambitious, really. Not great through there either, but it's fine. We're still valid. In towards Corkscrew. Not Corkscrew. What am I talking about? Carousel. It's not Laguna Seca. Best bit of the track now. This next minute and a half or so. Oh my goodness, that was so close to ruining the lap, but we survived. I've had a few of those moments. Just lost the rear, and in this car with the front wheel drive, you have to kind of pull it out of that, but the weight transfer is pretty lazy, so it's not that easy. Quite comfortable here, though, just driving at like 95%. I'm still making mistakes, and that shows why I'm driving at 95, because if I drove at 100%, one of those mistakes would have been too far, if that makes sense. So I'm kind of, even driving at this, I'm still making the odd mistake, because I haven't obviously driven the lap of this combo yet. But because I'm within myself slightly, even when I'm making the mistakes, I'm able to kind of come back from them and keep it on the road. Mini corkscrews, I'm now going to call it. Not bad, not bad. It's been a safe run. Yeah, Tabs makes a really good point. It's like the sound design of some of the small details on RaceRoom is really impressive, like the gravel and you're right, like the metallic sounds, the gear shifts, all that kind of stuff. The brake whine as well is really good. There's a little bit of a toyishness to maybe the like lockup or the brake sliding, or the tire sliding, I should say. It doesn't sound the best, I think, but it's there. And when you lock up, it is kind of a. I mean, I guess it does sound like a lockup, because you hear that noise, and it's just the worst feeling in the world. But yeah, generally speaking, especially like the metallic gearbox sounds and everything, and the engine notes in RaceRoom are pretty good as well in general. Alright, there we go. We did a lap. It's not a good lap, but it's a lap. And it should put us on the grid. 8:26. We're half a second off third on the leaderboard, a second off of second place, or 9/10 off a second. So yeah, look, clearly it's competitive. Everyone's pretty close together of the names I can see there. So there we go. That's a new HUD sound, isn't it? I've been hearing that little doodle-a-doo every time I escape. That's new. I don't know that sound. Is that new? Or is that just me? Anyway. We're in split 1. There's 2 splits for this race as well, so it should be competitive, should be good. 37 people signed up, which is awesome. That's the sound that I'm talking about. We can join the server. Oh, it tells you this. Ah. Yeah, okay. So that ding lets you know the race is ready. It just happened to time with me pausing the game. Thank you, Georg. All right. You guys all knew that, so it's just me. Sound for the race starting. Okay. That's really good, because they don't have like a timer on screen. Oh, so have you been able to get in contact with all three of our winners so far? Oz might have nipped away for a second.
I'm currently talking to Awesome Boy.
Brilliant. Have you got the other 2 sorted?
Yes, the other 2 are sorted.
Amazing. Thank you very much. There are more codes left, yes. Yes. So after this race, there will be another DTM 2002 giveaway. And then we also have a bit of a big finale, let's call it. I'm on pole. Oh my goodness. We've got 8 minutes of practice left. I'm on pole. Am I on pole, or is that just the practice? I might not be on pole. That might just be the practice order of people joining or whatever. So there will be. No, I'm not pole yet. Okay, thank you, JF. Thank you for crushing my dreams. Give a shout out to JF Chardon in the chat, guys, because JF is the man responsible for a lot of what you get to experience with RaceRoom. So he deserves a lot of credit, because the team over at RaceRoom are just doing an amazing job, as I keep saying. They've been killing it, especially the last few years. It's just gone forward and forward, but in like manageable chunks. It's not gone crazy. It's just every DLC that drops is cool. It feels good. It's an improvement. The game just begins to look better. The online multiplayer ranked racing is just really good fun. It's easy to jump into. Like I obviously at Traction cover a lot of different games, and we jump between them. And for streams, a lot of the time I'm doing like ranked racing on one game, then I'm switching to another, then doing another. And for me, my experience on RaceRoom since this ranked racing update is it's just easy to play. Like you just fire it up. As long as you get your controls assigned and everything, which you shouldn't normally have to do as many times as I do because I'm constantly downloading and reinstalling different versions, etc. But as soon as you get it up and running, it just works and you have some good racing. So big shout out in the chat for JF. 822. I think that's pretty much. Was that what I'm on an 822? I think I'm very similar to that. Maybe slightly slower. Maybe an 824. Yeah, I'm glad it's a good feeling, JF. All the hard work coming to fruition, and I'm really excited to see what's next as well. Should be awesome. Guys, I've got a few minutes before the race. I'll continue chatting with you, so please feel free to leave your questions in the chat. I am gonna go for a quick break, just for 2 minutes, have a drink of water, and I'll be back. So if this BRB screen works, it might not. I'll see you in just a minute. Yeah, that background shot there is just my onboard of my qualifying lap. I was taking it nice and easy. Shout out, by the way, so Osley, who's been with us this whole stream in the chat, the one who is sorting all of the giveaways. It was Osley who put that pause screen, that starter screen together. So big shout out to Osley for his Nürburgring prediction. How long did that take you to render, Rose? I'm pretty sure you were rendering that slow motion Nordschleife clip for like 7 days. So many days that he's gone. He's dead.
Hello, no, I'm muted.
I know. I keep interrupting you.
That took about 4 or 5 days to render.
Ugh.
Usually it doesn't take long, but because I was using a render PC, it just kept freezing for some reason. So
Yeah.
I left it overnight, and then after that, I just thought, you know what? Let's just get through it. Just see how long it takes just to, for the bants in it.
And I mean, the funniest part about it is the full version of that. The reason it took so long to render is because it's an hour long. So there's like a countdown. You guys who watch the streams regularly, you'll know that I often start with a countdown, and you only see about 5 minutes of it, or maybe 10 minutes of it at a push. The funniest part is Oz has rendered out the full hour countdown. So the full lap of the Nordschleife over the course of an hour has been rendered out, but you never see anything beyond 10 minutes. So all of that render time and that pain and that electricity bill for Osley was all wasted on an extra 50 minutes that one day we might need. So, yes, lots of appreciation. Tabs, it's the first answer for your question about spelling. Better be sorry than safe. How much fuel do we need? I actually don't know. I'm actually, I don't know why I'm driving right now. I was going to just do a little bit of a warm-up on the GP layout here, but it's probably going to... I'm not going to learn anything from it, let's be real. Thierry's saying go get some more practice. I'm sorry, Thierry. I'm just throwing the car into the corners here, not learning anything. How much fuel do we need? How much fuel do we need? That's a good question. It's a 20-minute race. Do I need to add more fuel? 38 litres, say the chat, in the game. And I've got 50. Alright, we'll go 40. We'll go 40. Only got a minute left, so there's no point. We are truly spoiled for choice. 90, you're right. Welcome to the chat again, by the way. Good to see you as always. Hopefully you guys are keeping an eye on the TraxionGG website. Yeah, pretty sad news from Project Motor Racing. It's just been unveiled on the website, unfortunately. So the Project Motor Racing development team has been cut as it focuses on rebuilding trust. So looks like there's been redundancies over at Straight 4 Studios, which is always rubbish, and especially sucks for the racing game industry, because we want people to be thriving in these jobs and enjoying them, and we want more people to be making great racing games. So unfortunately, the Project Motor Racing launch was a mess, unfortunately, and the game has not lived up to expectation, which is a real shame. But that doesn't matter when you're talking about job losses and redundancies and stuff like that. So it is what it is, but it's really, really unfortunate for everyone who's been affected by that. So fingers crossed that the developers there are able to go and get other jobs, and yeah, just never nice news to see. But yeah, you guys, you can catch all of your latest racing game and sim racing news, of course, on the TraxionGG website on a daily basis. We've got an amazing team of guys working on there to bring you the stuff. But I still, obviously, I still really hope that for everyone who's bought Project Motor Racing, there is something there, of course, and the premise of the game is still really cool. So I really hope that that it can still be updated and fixed and improved. And there are a lot of people who are still enjoying it, despite what I would say is not an enjoyable release. Like I was thoroughly disappointed by it, but there are still people enjoying it. So hopefully those who've bought it and invested in it will still be able to see the progression of the game and stuff like that. Because obviously, even though there's been a lot of redundancies, it looks like it's a portion of the team. So fingers crossed. But yeah, real shame. Real shame. Okay, 30 seconds to go. We're starting third on the grid, so we're right near the thick of it. Fuel-wise, we've got 40 litres. I'm going to trust the chat. I might run out of fuel, but it'll be funny if I do, so it's a win-win for you guys. Let's do it. And then we're going to do another DTM 2002 giveaway. I'm not ready. Oh, bogged down off the line. Really bad start for me. Just gonna find the middle of the road somewhere here into turn one. That's worked out nicely for us. Nice, up to P2. Really nice line for me down the middle into turn one. Everyone else kind of went inside to block or outside to get a sweep, and I just kind of went through the middle. Everyone took it quite easy, which is great to see for cleanliness purposes. But yeah, it worked out really, really well for me. Kept it clean, no contact, and we're into P2. Now let's try and stick with the leader, because I don't know what the pace is going to be like, whether we're anywhere near as fast as the front guys. I mean, I don't even know my own pace yet. As you saw, I did one lap. Now we can afford to go off the track and it not ruin our lap, but of course it could still ruin our race. So let's see where we're at compared to Medved here, and we'll try and get our second win of the day. At least I could see the chicane this time with the sunlight. Bit of a scrappy entrance to the Nordschleife from both me and Medved. Don't want to push too hard either, because very easy to overstep the mark without quite knowing my limits yet. So it's kind of a, you know, after qualifying and driving at 95%, I want to be driving at like 97% here, just until I get up to speed. Because I think if I drive at 100%, there's going to be more mistakes in there and I'm going to lose more than I gain. So just need to keep it in check. It's good to have someone to follow as well, just as a reference point. Like there, for example, just a little lift. And I'm so glad I did, because I think I would have been off if I'd have kept that flat. I see some chat about triples and ultra wides and stuff. I do think that for sim racing, you're at an advantage for sure if you can run an ultra wide or a triple. I'm running like a standard single screen, and it's great for content because it means that you guys can see exactly what I can see, and I don't need to worry about HUD elements moving, and it's kind of a, you know, a fair reflection that most people will experience. But it does disadvantage you sometimes in the heat of battle, not being able to see left and right without, you know, using the left and right buttons, which can be a little bit less reliable. And when you look left or look right, you can't look in front. So obviously triples help a lot in terms of peripheral. Ultra wide helps a bit as well. But I've done plenty of sim racing in the past on triples, not at home, but at various different setups. So I know what it's like. But I'm quite happy on singles, even though I'll complain about it as a disadvantage sometimes. But the reality is I'm happy to continue on singles. So I've got no kind of intention to change that, mainly for content purposes, to be fair. Also space to be in the room. Alright, me and Medved seem pretty... I mean, we all seem pretty similarly matched at this stage. Medved, if anything, sneaking away slightly. But it's pretty close. He's a second ahead of me. All it'll take is one mistake from either of us and it'll change it hugely, so we just got to stick at it. Yeah, the map of the circuit, guys, is just behind my face cam. I'm sorry about that. It's just blocking it slightly. Usually it's not that important for you guys to see because it's just the map of the circuit, but if you don't know the track, obviously that's a shame. You can also see where the other cars are. But I mean, I'll give you an idea for a second. Hang on. There you go. Happy to run like this for a minute or two. So because I'm on singles as well, you can see absolutely everything that I can see when it's like this. Kartoshvili's closing in slightly. Sparks from Medved out in front. We're so closely matched though, pace-wise, the top four. Like, it's literally a couple of tenths here and there. I gained a lot through what I'm now calling the corkscrew. Right, here we go, come on, love this bit of track. Gonna try and take advantage of loving it. Medved likes it too, though. Properly committed over the curbs. Nothing between us, really. Let's be honest. We've gapped Kartoshvili, though, in this section. But there's just nothing to separate us time-wise. It just comes down to, like, you know, a curb here, an apex there, 1/10 here. Anything between 0.6 and 1.2 seconds, this gap, throughout the whole lap. Nope, nope, nope. Oh. There's a tenth or two gone just by trying to be fully committed through there. I just need to be close enough for the slipstream on the big straight. That's the main thing for me. If I can just stay within the slipstream, I'll get a lot of that time back on this next bit. Down the Dottinger Hope. And I'm just about there, I think. Nope. Don't go on the grass, John. That could lose me the slipstream, that mistake. Come on. 7 tenths. Is it going to be enough? It should give me something. We're 2.3 ahead of Kratoshvili, so we're close. We're away there. Come on. Yeah, we're coming in 6 tenths. I think this is going to be a good race, guys. We're so closely matched speed-wise. I need the toe for sure, but we're getting it. So it keeps the pressure on Medved. Let's see if he ups the pace in this next lap, or if I find something. I was probably a bit over-ambitious there in the last sector, just to close up the gap, but you can see how he just stretches that back out again, because I went in too deep. This is actually the bit that I could lose more time on, because Nordschleife is just the Nordschleife. It's kind of one line through everything, whereas if you just know this bit well, you're going to gain, half a second anyway around this bit of the lap. This is where I need to be switched on. Because obviously I know this bit very well, but I'm not really up to speed with this car and this track, and you could be, if you are up to speed with it, the Nordschleife is very difficult to be up to speed, whereas this track is a lot easier, so... Oh, braking too early. Come on. And you can see Medved's got me by half a second already. So come on, need to focus. Nine tenths. Langhauser's got past Kratoshvili for P3. So there's been a change of position there. We've still got that gap. It's just me trying to hang on to Medved. And it's basically exactly where we were a lap ago. 8 tenths coming down this hill. Come on. Full focus. Try and use more of the curbs as well. Not that much curb, John. No, slow down penalty. Tiny, there we go. Tiny slow down penalty. It didn't actually lose much. It's invalidated the lap, unfortunately, so it's going to ruin our fastest lap chase. But that's not really that important. Oh my goodness, Medved. Oh! I love the sparks on RaceRoom. It's so epic, but I was right up on 2 wheels on the curb as he was sparking away. I think he was lucky there not to run too wide, to be honest. Right, the slowdown didn't really hurt us much, to be fair. I probably gained that much before anyway. Come on. 6 tenths. Oh, it's so... I have to concentrate so hard. Like, we're just... Every single corner matters right now. It's like a tenth here, a tenth there. Either direction. I'm probably enjoying this more than him, though. I reckon he's got to feel the pressure a little bit, 4 tenths. I get to chase, The whole time I get to chase and follow. He's got to do it all himself. He's setting the pace and I'm following. The problem is you slip into a thing where you follow too much, and then if he makes a mistake, I also make the same mistake. Because I see him braking late, and I try and brake in the same place, you know? And you don't even mean to do it. So you just got to be careful not to fall into that trap. Just got to use the throttle with this car to pull the front round. It's front wheel drive, but it's got a lot of grip, so you just got to play with the throttle through all the corners just to manipulate the front wheels, really. Alright, nice. We'll get a slipstream here. Kind of don't really want to make a move necessarily until the Dottinger hole. I just need to be close. I don't know if I want to make the move too soon. Quite content just following, unless he makes a big mistake, because I don't know if I'll be able to gap him. We can try, obviously. Just put the feelers out there, just to see. Nice, and make sure he knows I'm right there. See if we can force a mistake as well. If I can make Medved run wide somewhere, that could be my chance to dive down the inside and then try and break away from the slipstream. We're 4 seconds clear of P3. I was quick through here last time. No quicker this time. A little slower, in fact. Still only half a second, though, so still slipstream range, which is what we need towards Dottinger hole. Just got to get this bit absolutely spot on. Gonna have one more lap after this one. This is where he was very fast over the curbs. I'm gonna learn from him for this lap. Sparks in the face. Whew. Oh no, more sparks in the face. Right, prime position. Behind, going on to the Dottinger hole is what I need. I need to be the right amount behind so I can actually get an overlap and a kind of slingshot as well. So it's not easy. Bit of dirty air. Okay, this is good, this is good. I think 3/10 is... If I was slightly closer, I think it would be better, but this should be enough for me to reel him in, and hopefully I have the slingshot so I can use the momentum to get by. If you're too close, you can't build up the momentum. Yeah, you can see now, look. Perfect. And he's not going to have enough time to come back at me. I don't think. Yeah, I'm going to have too much of an overspeed. Or am I? Or am I? Yeah, this is not going to end well. Oh, he's done it. Fair play. I could not brave it out. Oh. It's not over. One more lap, guys. I tried to brave it out, but honestly, that was... I had to back out. I was on the inside. I couldn't keep it tight enough. We've done an 8:20 on that lap. I want to stay closer on the GP layout this time. Still got 4 seconds to P3, so still not have to think about that. Really brave from Medved there, and yeah, fully hats off. We didn't make contact, we just raced side by side. That was epic. Just turn the wheel more. Yeah, just go faster, just more throttle, just more power, more steering, it'll be fine. Alright, focus, don't let him run away here. Do not let him run away. Because if I make one mistake and lose like half a second, that could be it, you know? Because he does have the pace. Got to do the same, but this time defend left rather than right. I think it's a safer place to be, which is what I've learned from that move. But I need to be there first. That's some slight mistake from me. Come on. It's got 7 tenths. 14 litres of fuel is all I've got left. Should be enough. Should be enough. He's so fast through here. 8 tenths now. He typed in the chat during that. What? Is he in the stream? Or on the RaceRoom chat? Medved, are you in the stream? Maybe it's the person who was saying they were going to join earlier. Oh no. I need to not worry about that. Yeah, we could do with some push to pass. I'm a second down now, guys. He's in the stream. Oh my god. Right. If you could just slop a little bit, you know? Don't run away from me now. Oh. What I should really be saying is, oh, I'm not pushing, I'm just chilling, you know, like, oh, it's all under control, yeah, you do what you want to do. Oh no, he's off! Don't write in the chat now! Don't do it! I'm guessing it's yourself who did the 822 in qualifying, because we're doing like what 820s in this race at the moment, which would make sense compared to an 822 in qualifying. Oh, he's gone deep! He's gone deep! Oh, I almost went into the back. Whew. Come on. Right. Decisions, decisions. I was really dancing with the brake pedal there. We made a little bit of contact, but nothing bad. Flash of the lights from Medved. It's a psychological duel, this one. Am I going to pass you or not? That's the question. You're probably hearing this on delay. Oh, not quite. Not quite. No incident equals no contact. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I hope you guys that voted Nordschleife are enjoying this little psychological warfare that's going on right now. It's a different kind of race, but I really enjoy these races. They're just so intense, and it's good that it's for the win as well. It's not like swapping positions every 5 seconds, but it's just so much concentration required the whole time, and you got to be just on it the whole way. One mistake and we're screwed from either of us, really. I'm not gonna tell Medved. I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna do on the Dottinger Hole. I'm not gonna give away my my plan here. we're gonna keep it hidden. Not that I'm making any plan. You don't have to think about anything. There's no plan. It's last lap, guys. I've got 8 liters of fuel. Will I make it on fuel? That's the other question. You think he knows what my plan is? I don't know what my plan is. How can you know what my plan is? Let's see. Do you guys know what my plan is yet? Come on! Go! Yes! Nice one. Oh, poor Medved. There's just nothing you could have done. Just a little feather required. Little feather. Stay 4 times back until about a third of the way down the straight and then go for it. Nothing he could have done. I would do donuts, but it's front wheel drive. Yeah, good race. Really, really good race. It was you, Gasper. I'm seeing Gasper Medved now. I was just reading your name as Gasper earlier when I was rushing to read the names while driving. So, awesome race. Well done. Sorry, I played the Nordschleife card on you there. Not your fault. You should have made a bigger mistake earlier. That was it. Oh, you can do reverse donuts. Guys, we're going to do another giveaway now. There we go.
Hello.
Hello. Do you want to do another giveaway, Oz?
Yes. Would you like to create the keyword?
Let's go with ! Sorry Medved. MEDVED.
Sorted.
There we are, guys. ! Sorry Medved is your next giveaway. It's just opened up. Get your entries in. Another DTM 2002 pack is up for grabs, guys. I'm going to do one more race. I think should we do Super Touring Mid-Ohio? 30 seconds. Yeah, let's do another Super Touring Mid-Ohio. It's closed in 30 seconds. Let's just do it. We're going to do it in the We're going to do it in the Laguna. No, let's do rear-wheel drive. Quick. Let's do BMW. Okay, and then let's qualify. There's going to be one... So there's a giveaway going on right now, guys. So that's another one. But then after this one, there's going to be another giveaway afterwards. Let's get a quali lap in this BMW. Exclamation mark. Sorry, Medved. I'm sorry for giving you trauma, but hopefully you can accept 100 apologies from everyone in the chat. We're going the BMW, not because I think it's going to be competitive necessarily, just because I want to drive rear-wheel drive. So let's give it a go. No traction control, of course, no ABS. I need to change the degrees of rotation. But we're going to just get one qualifying lap in first, just so that we're somewhere on the grid. Even if the degrees of rotation are all out. So I'm going to have to over-rotate the car here. It's not going to be pretty. Oh, I keep forgetting it's rear-wheel drive. I can actually use the throttle to turn the car. I'm sorry if I've ruined your afternoon, Medved. Gannett83, redo your entry. You missed the D. Okay,
sorry, Medv.
Oh, this is impossible. I need to start the steering. We're going to get one banker in just so that we're not last on the grid, basically. Right, it's not a 132, which is what we were looking at earlier. Let's quickly check the numbers here. 405 is what we need. Alright, 405, 405. So guys, one more DTM 2002 pack, which is what's up for grabs right now. But after that, we're going to have one more giveaway at the end of this next race, and that'll be us for the day. And it's a good one. It's not a DTM 2002 pack, the next one. But I'll tell you about it after. I don't want to confuse anyone right now. Right. Let's try and get a lap in and then join the server. Yeah, you leave it 900 and set to match car. Does that work for you, though, with the actual steering rotation? Because I find on RaceRoom it can be a little bit uncertain sometimes in terms of actually changing the actual steering rate of the car. But it might be a me problem. I don't think the BMW ultimately has the pace. It's just slightly... Even though I've got rear-wheel drive to get me out the corners, it's just... doesn't quite grip up in the same way. But we're going to give it a try because it's going to be enjoyable. It is Mid-Ohio, yeah. It's Mid-Ohio with an extra chicane at the start, which is pretty cool. Obviously, you need to drive the BMW differently to the rest of them as well. That's another thing, so I need to just try and dial myself in. That's not going to help John. Completely missing the apex. Anyway, we've done a quali lap at least, so we're going to be somewhere on the grid. This lap's probably worse than the last one, I think. Really scrappy. I'm actually, 6/10's quicker, so it is better at least. I've missed this apex though. Oh no. What am I doing to myself? Oh no. That's horrible. Sorry guys, I've done a terrible, terrible lap. It's a 33.5. We're still 5th. Makes no difference. Anyway, let's get to the session. Our giveaway winner is going to be announced soon, guys. Final entries in. Exclamation
it
mark.
literally just went off.
Oh, sorry. Out of
All
time.
good.
Out of time. Who's going to win it? It's Puftus? 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 Congratulations. You have won the giveaway. Won number 4 of the day. Congratulations. You've won a DTM 2002 pack. Correct, Spitfire. That is not you, unfortunately. John Munbeamer doesn't sound as good as John Munropel. Yeah, we've already got him in the chat. Awesome to see. Congratulations.
Brilliant.
On being the latest winner. Osley will give you instructions via the YouTube chat on how to claim your prize, and we'll get you in. All right, we're in split 1 here. We're in our BMW. I need to learn how to drive it first, because I'm nowhere near the pace I was in the Vectra yet, even. But at least we're somewhere on the grid. So that's that giveaway over, guys. So you no longer need to put exclamation mark, sorry, Medved, but we will have one more giveaway coming later. One more after this race. And it's going to be the online racing pack. So the online racing pack, guys, there's a link to it in the description of this chat. Now, some of you may already have this, and it might be DTM 2002 that you're missing, but obviously for those of you that don't have this pack, this is a great way to get invested in RaceRoom. I'm actually going to show you on screen now what it looks like. So the online racing pack is massively discounted normally if you want to buy it anyway. It's £26.18, but you get 12 cars, 27 tracks as part of this pack. You get GT3 cars, you get GT4 cars, you get the Porsche Cup car, you get the Hyundai TCR, the Tatis, you get Formula 3, you get the TT, you get the BMW M235, you get the Mazda MX-5, you get the 1995 DTM Opel Calibra, and you get the Volvo S40 Super Tourer, which is the car that you could race in this very race that I'm doing right now. That pack is what's been given away next after this race. So if you want to get stuck in, if you don't have it already, then you're going to want to stick around for that giveaway, because that is going to get you into so many of the ranked races on RaceRoom. And really, it really does get you off the line. So there you go. There you go. Right. 1:40 left of practice. Let's do one lap. Let's try and find some speed. Oh no, it's starting from the pit lane because it's practice. Ah well. We'll try anyway. Don't worry, we will give you a minute. We've got you. We know you're here in the chat. We know you're watching. So as long as you stay tuned to the broadcast, we will. We'll get you your prize. Don't worry. Look at all those beautiful Super Tourers lined up in the pits. Yeah, it is a good deal. It's a good deal to buy anyway, for anyone who's wanting to spend the money on it, just because of the value of how many bits of content you get for the cost. But obviously, if you get it for free, then it's even better a deal. Now, I would say anyone who actually already owns this online racing pack, if you're feeling generous, maybe refrain from joining the giveaway. Just unless you have a friend that you want to get the pack to, that's totally fine. If you have friends you race with, if you already own the pack but you've got friends who have RaceRoom that don't have it and you want to still enter, that's completely fine. You know, everyone's got an equal chance of winning. But what I would say is, if you are the only one you know that plays RaceRoom and you've already got the pack, try and refrain from entering if possible, just so that we can get someone who doesn't have the pack, doesn't own the content already, get them the code and they'll make good use of it. So that's just a little public service announcement there. Imagine having friends that sim race. Awesome, thank you very much. Right, Osley will be in touch with you and we will get you that DTM 2002 code. All right, 15-minute race, guys. Last race of the stream. Then we'll do the giveaway, and then we'll wrap things up. I'm in the rear-wheel drive BMW Super Tourers. It's going to be mental. I'm excited. We're hopefully going to be in the top 5 on the grid, based on our qualifying there. And yeah, let's see if I can get 3 wins today. We'll go for podium number 4, win number 3. I'm 8th on the grid, so ignore what I was just saying. We've got Glavac back again on the front row. 8th on the grid makes sense. It wasn't a great qualifying lap, let's be real. I saw there was mistakes there. There was time on the left on the table. We've only got 25 litres of fuel. We'll just leave it at that. All right. All right. Let's do it. Yeah, I've raced against Glavak a few times, or Glavach a few times. I recognize that name for sure. Right, we're 8th on the grid. Perfect. This is going to be a chaotic mental super touring race. Hopefully we can get forward a little bit. Let's aim for a top 5 again. Top split, of course. I've got ABS. Interesting. Anyway. I should get a good launch for rear-wheel drive. I'm rolling backwards. Well, let's not get stuck on the inside again like last time. Honda sideways. Oh, I've got a drive-through. I didn't realize I got a drive-through. No, it's because I just slightly... I was rolling backwards, so I got slightly off the clutch just to put myself in position, and it's given me a jump start. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, sorry, guys. Bit of side-by-side contact. Yeah, that's... I'm gonna have to race for 3 laps here, and then I'm gonna have to pull in. Oh, gutted. Anyway, I mean, it's 15 minutes. We'll see what we can do with the drive-through. We'll go back to 25th place. Actually, I'll take it straight away, and we'll see if we can fight back through. I just edged off the clutch ever so slightly, just to get me primed to go, and it's obviously triggered it. But I was rolling backwards, so I was just trying to stop myself rolling, essentially. Anyway, it is what it is. Anti-climax, but, you know, we'll try and go from last back up through the field a little bit. 25 cars is a lot. Let's go around the outside into the last corner here. Oh, Volvo went wide. That doesn't help. Right, forming the drive-through. Goodbye, everyone. Then we've got to get stuck in here as soon as we're out the pits. We're on the top split as well, so everyone's going to be fast to a level. Right, 20th place. So we've got 13 minutes. Let's see where we can get to from 20th. Predictions in the chat. Where am I going to finish? 20th to what in 10 minutes? Or 12, 13 minutes. First target is another BMW. P7, P6. I think you guys are very ambitious. I'm gonna go with P12 as my target. But you never know. It's top split, remember, so everyone's pretty quick. But obviously there will be incidents, and that could be what you're banking on for a P6, P7. I can see a big battle pack up just about 3 places up the road. Let's get past our pseudo teammate here, Johnny Chicotto in the BMW. Rear wheel drive, so can't be nudging him in the rear. Just need to find some safe space to get through. Let's try and go down the inside here, maybe. Nope, it's covered it well. Should have gone outside. You can see that battle pack now. Okay, there's 2 packs of 3, so that's what we need to try and get up to. Use the rear wheel drive to get the power down really early. Almost a bit too sideways there. We're going to go down the inside of this one. Or outside, depending on if he defends or not. Outside it is. Move done. That's 18. Volvo next. Try a good exit. That's 17. .32.1, that's the kind of pace we want to be at if we were out at the front and really trying to hot lap this thing. We'll try and do a 32 from back here anyway. You can get on the power earlier in the Beamer because the power brings the rear around. You can use it to get you turned, but I don't think it's got the straight line maybe compared to the front wheel drive cars. There's got to be some sort of penalty for being able to actually get the car out of the corners. Rear wheel drive is it makes more sense as a drivetrain layout for a race car. Because you're spreading the grip more evenly between, turning the car with the front wheels steering, of course, and powering the car with the rears, which aren't doing anything in a front wheel drive car. Alright, this lap's going to be thwarted in terms of lap time speed by this Volvo. Let's just try and make a clean move past it. Can we sneak around the outside? I think we've got an overlap. Not quite. Bold. Whoa! I mean, that's P16. Oh, he's tried to take me out, I think, or he's just missed his braking point. It was bold, but come on, it's Super Tourers. I squeezed down the inside. I've made room. It was a bit ambitious, a bit aggressive. I'm sorry, but I think it's borderline okay. That borderline okay. I almost flipped it as well, for good measure. I get if he's frustrated, but yeah. Anyway, 16th. Next up, Laguna. Don't know what the lap time was. Does anyone see the lap time? Wouldn't have been helped by my little two-wheel moment, to be fair. That's a good exit. Right, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 cars or something that are just about, in 7.5 minutes, if they're battling big time, maybe catchable. But none of them are going to be slow now. Top split, mid-pack. Everyone's going to be somewhat speedy. That was wider than I intended, but it probably works for the exit, to be honest. Not ideal. Right, that should hopefully be a 32, is it? 32.9. I'm getting closer. Still nowhere near the outright pace for a win here, if we were at the front, but somewhere a little bit closer anyway. These cars in front are a little bit more consistent, a little bit faster now. I'm noticing, like, I'm really having to, if I don't get the corner absolutely right, I'm not really gaining anything on them. So it's going to be really difficult to deal with this Laguna and the car in front of it, I think, as well. Oh, the Renault's going to go for it. That should help. That's going to help. No, it's not. Just about. Anyway, P15, so that's something, but didn't help us time-wise. What did I say? Top 12 was what I was thinking. Yellow flag. Okay, this Renault has a wide line, which is the smart line. I mean, that helps. Oh, hello, Renault. Oh, nice. Squeezed all the way off. Proper touring car stuff. All good. Didn't quite leave me a car's width. But it's touring car racing. Let's get the exit. Oh, just overcorrected the slide too early there. We've got to watch out behind us now. Because that's a terrible exit and we've got a BMW coming. I think I just got to defend my normal racing line and be late on the brakes because I can sweep around the outside of people here. So just got to do that essentially, but to defend instead of attack. It's fine. Block off at the end, at the apex, a bit of park in the bus. That was horrible from me, too wide, but I think we've got the move anyway, so, or the defense I should say, so still 13th. That Renault is back in front of us though. And that BMW behind us is not slow. 4 minutes to go. Let's not run too wide here. Let's not leave an opening. I want to be able to push forward. I don't want to be looking in a mirror. It's so immersive. Like, super tours in this game, they're so fun to race, and having like a ranked race against other people of similar speed, it's like you feel like a tour, you feel like a BTCC driver in the 90s. Honestly, it's very, very cool. Right, got the nice exit switch back. Power nice and early. That should deal with the BMW. I think those three in front, if they all battle, there's still a chance, but it's a small chance of a top 10. I think 12th is realistic. Top 10 is possible. But it relies on others to make mistakes, maybe get into a fight. I think they're too fast to get them on pace for sure. I might even lose a place on pace. One more giveaway to come, guys. It's the online racing pack, remember, as well, so lots of content if you don't have it. So the Renault does like going wide there, and that could be my opening. It would be a bit rude, but, you know, he did squeeze me earlier, so a bit of what goes around comes around, maybe. Within reason, obviously. Always run wide there. What I mean is I don't mind getting my elbows out a little bit. Two wheels going for the good exit. Didn't quite judge it right. I just went too narrow too soon and got two wheels on the grass there. Car in front slowing a little bit. Scare the Renault into a move. Nope. This is really, really good fun. I know we're battling for like lowly midfield positions compared to what we could have been if without the drive-through, but this is like, just doesn't matter what position you're fighting for, it's just a proper touring car race. Psychological, the arms, you know, the elbows out, you're wrestling the car, the sounds, the straight cut gears, it's just, yeah, it's epic. Oh, now he's going to defend the inside. Yep. I almost got too good a run there because he was wise to it because I almost poked the nose before the corner and he was able to go right to block the inside. I actually needed a little bit less of a run, I think, to make that work. Not long to go now. Volvo up behind me as well. 26 seconds. This is probably the last lap, guys. Nope, too wide. Come on. Right, come on, Renault. Go for it. Send one on the Volvo. Do me a favour here. I'm just dropping back in the straight. Come on, Renault. Send it. There we go. That's what we want to see. Yes, that's what we want to see. Get stuck into each other. No, Volvo. There's another Volvo behind me as well. There's Volvos everywhere. That's fine. Goodbye. P12. I'm on my prediction. 3 corners to go. Right, come on, Renault. You know what I'm going to do here. No. Ah! He was wise. Wise to it. Block the 850. Don't let the 850 get me. It's P12. Excellent race. Wow. Good fun. Good fun. Giveaway time, guys. Oh. I'm knackered. I'm knackered. That's what you need, though. Like, that's, I mean, how many good races have we had today? Even with a drive-through on the first lap for a stupid jump start, which I'll take full responsibility for, even though it was annoying. Even with that, great race. Really, really good fun. And I didn't murder today. I didn't murder Rosalie. Are you proud of me?
You didn't murder me.
I know, I didn't murder other people on track. Or you.
Good job.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
Are you ready for the final giveaway? Exclamation mark, RaceRoom, thank you. All one word. Follow the instructions of Nutrilicious4209 in the chat. Exclamation mark, RaceRoom, thank you. And we will be giving away... This is, just to clarify Ozzy as well, this is not a DTM 2002 DLC, right? This is the full online car pack, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
that is the one.
Are you able to edit your comment that you've pinned just because it says the DTM 2002, just so we don't confuse folk?
You know what? I will remove it and then repin it.
That works for me. Exclamation mark, RaceRoom, thank you. Good luck to everyone. Tabs is happy. Tabs is chilling. Tabs has already won. Oh, Davidson Pratt is in the chat as well. Hello. Hello. Awesome Boy is going to go for another one. Can he win a different pack? I mean, that would be wild luck. That would be incredible. But good luck to you. You never know. Everyone's got equal chance. There it is.
Sorted.
Perfect. So the online racing pack, guys, I'm going to once again show you what's included. Just so that you're fully aware. So this is the pack that's now up for grabs with the DLC. You've got the Formula 3, or the Formula RaceRoom 3, which is essentially a copyright-free Formula 3 car. You've got the Porsche 911 Cup car, the 992, the most recent, or not the most recent iteration of 992, but the most recent overall iteration. You've got the Elantra TCR, so you've got your TCR category covered for online racing. You've got another Porsche 911 Cup car. What's the difference there? Is it left or right-hand drive, maybe? I'm not sure. BMW M4 GT3. You've got the Tatus F4, which is great fun. Again, a really popular choice for ranked racing. You've also got the 2021 Elantra. You've got the BMW M2 CS Racing. I think earlier I said it was the 235. It's the M2 CS Racing. The NSU TTS, again, another popular car in RaceRoom ranked services. You've obviously got the other Porsche Cup car there. The Audi TT Cup 2015. So not the... I don't think that's the VLN spec that I was driving today, but it's the other Audi TT, which is very popular, I think. Sorry if I'm wrong. The Opel Calibre V6 is the 1995 DTM car, so you can take part in the amazing 1995 DTM races that take place. MX-5 Cup goes without saying. We've had great races on RaceRoom in that car. And the one I just did was the Super Tourers. That Volvo S40 will get you access to the Super Tourers racing as well. The BMW M4 GT3, which is obviously very up to date. This is not the Evo spec of the BMW, but a modern day GT3 car. McLaren 570S GT4. You've got the DTM 24 version of the BMW M4, and you've got the 2016 Audi TT Cup. But not only do you have 12 cars, you get 27 tracks with this pack. So you get Bathurst, Zandvoort, Dubai, Daytona, Lautzring, Zolder, Hockenheimring, Hungaroring, Imola, Indianapolis, Monza, Mid-Ohio, where I just raced, Macau. You need to try Macau if you've never tried it. Interlagos, Aragon, Ossersleben, Nordschleife, again, another one I raced today, Norrisring, Sachsenring, Road America, Red Bull Ring, Nürburgring, Salzburgring, Silverstone, Suzuka, Watkins Glen, and Laguna Seca. All of that included in this pack, which is going to go to a winner in the next few minutes. And it's free to download and enter the game. So once you have these packs, that means that essentially, like, you're free. You're free to go. You can play RaceRoom for free. You can race online in ranked racing for free with all of the content that I've just told you about. So it is an awesome deal. Thank you once again to RaceRoom for giving us these codes to give to you guys. And hopefully everyone's enjoyed the stream today. I've honestly had such a good time. It's been amazing. Tabs makes a very good point.
Nah, it's a bit boring.
Yeah, you might have found it boring. Have you been just editing my face and voice all day? Because I can imagine that's pretty boring.
Much.
Yeah, the usual for Osley, unfortunately. Exclamation mark RaceRoom thank you is what you need to put in to enter. And just one more reminder, guys. If I know it's probably too late now because everyone's already entered, but don't enter if you haven't already. If you already own like all of these bits of content, because unless you have a friend that you can give the code to, because we want it to go to someone who doesn't have the content, so that we can, make a big difference for someone. Not long to go now. Stormtrooper, I really do need to look it up. There's so many HUDs though. I know that, and I've tried lots of different HUDs in the past, but right now it's just now's not the time for me. Now that I've got the game installed again, maybe I will, but I'm going away for Christmas, so.
Yeah, I keep telling you to use the Crew Chief HUD.
I know, yeah. I've got Crew Chief installed, I just haven't turned it on. RaceRoom Racing Experience is... I agree, Davidson. RaceRoom Racing Experience is too long a name. RaceRoom on its own is fine. That's about it. Seal HUD. Everyone's saying Seal HUD. Yeah, we need to look into that. Like, I've said this before on stream, but I generally, like, unless I'm playing a game regularly enough to not be installing it, reinstalling it, changing all the settings, I generally don't install third-party things like that too often. But a lot of it's also, like, when before I started doing Traction, let's say that, I was sim racing for a long time, and I did have all of these things set up for R Factor and everything. I would have the things that worked for me with the games I was playing, but because I'm playing so many different games now, and also I like to show games as they are, because obviously there's amazing third-party things that you can install, third-party HUDs, and they're all really helpful, and I recommend people looking into them for sure. But it's also good to just show what a game actually has to offer as a default package, because a lot of people will just fire up the game, give it a try, and they shouldn't rely on third-party software to make them better or to make them good enough. So the HUD and stuff as the game comes should be good enough as it is. So I quite like showing what they look like in the game anyway. But yeah, it sounds like from a lot of you guys, I really need to look into Seal. Was it Seal HUD?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the race... But I didn't need it for today's racing. Like, I had an amazing race without it. Obviously, it would be good to have the spotter telling me if I'm, I've got cars left and right. It's quite an old HUD on RaceRoom as well, let's say. It's not a new looking, like the ticker along the top and all that stuff. It's all very old school. It's been on RaceRoom for a long time as it is. But hopefully you guys can understand anyway why I don't necessarily have all of these things set up all the time. There's a number of reasons for it. But yeah, I'll look into Seal HUD. You can't play any game without Crew Chief. Yeah, I've used Crew Chief on various games in the past. It's good. It's very good.
Okay. I've left it for a bit longer just because it's a big pack rather than just the DTM one.
Yeah. Sounds good.
We'll draw it now.
Let's do it. Winner about to be announced. It is MTP Racing YouTube. Congratulations. Well done. I'm so sorry to everyone who hasn't won again today. We tried to give as many codes as we could within reason. So big shout out to RaceRoom for giving us so many to give away. But massive congratulations to MTP Racing YouTube, or YT. You have won the big one. You've won the online racing pack. Hopefully you enjoy it. Just let us know in the chat. Yep, you're there. Amazing. So Osley will give you the instructions on how to claim your pack. We wish you all the best. Hopefully you enjoy it, and hopefully we'll see you out on track on RaceRoom at some point in the near future as well. So we'll if anyone else has got any questions, fire them away, and we can chat a little bit, because Oz is just going to get this giveaway sorted. I realise it's now, what's the time? Almost 5:20. This is it's gone on a bit longer, but generally when I'm playing these games, I'm doing these ranked races. If, you know, they do tend to go on because I'm just having a good time. I didn't even realise the time. How often do we do these? I mean, I try and stream once a week, roughly, unless there's lots happening, and then I'll stream more. But we obviously need time to make content as well, to focus on videos, to write scripts. So it will, sometimes I'll not stream if I'm obviously not available, or if we're too busy on videos. Sometimes I'll stream multiple times a week. Like, for example, this week, I'm also streaming tomorrow. I'm going to be streaming Le Mans Ultimate. But because we are Traction, we don't just focus on one game. I can't say when I'm next going to be streaming RaceRoom, and I can't say how often I stream RaceRoom. It's just a case of when the time is right, and that's the game that gives me the biggest reason to come on that week, then I'll be on doing races. But obviously, if you enjoy other racing games as well, you're welcome to tune into any of our streams, because most weeks we should have one or more. So yeah, tomorrow's LMU, because there's a big update coming, and I'm very excited to try it. So we're going to be doing that on streams. Giveaways wise, Izzy, it totally depends. It totally depends on specific circumstances. So for this one, for example, we told RaceRoom we were going to stream. They got in touch and said if you're going to stream, we can help you out and give you some codes to give to everyone. So it's just down to circumstances, individual circumstances. But obviously, if we can ever get codes to give away during streams, we will do so as much as we possibly can. I'll push the guys at Le Mans Ultimate, see if we can get some codes from them, and maybe we can do some LMU code giveaways. But there's so many different racing games out there, honestly. My FOV Sim Racer Pablo is set to 70 on RaceRoom. I think the default's 90. I moved it down to 70. I've not measured it exactly for RaceRoom to get it all correct. I just want to have it feeling natural to me, and that's where it feels natural. But I'm completely on board with anyone who wants to get the scientifically correct FOV. I completely understand it. Completely off topic, but have you seen Live for Speed's video? No, I haven't seen it, but I love Live for Speed. We've done a couple of videos on Live for Speed, which actually have been done really well on YouTube. We did a couple of retrospectives. I played... Do you know what? Is there any way of showing you which videos? Because let me just try. I love Live for Speed. I played it as a kid growing up. It's amazing. And yeah, we did a retrospective on it, and we also I did some. There's those custom tracks that you can do where you can download essentially mod versions of the circuits with split times and bails through pit lanes and cross country stuff, like all that kind of amazing things. I can't remember what the name of it is, but I absolutely love it on Live for Speed. And I saw that they were doing a big update video. So I don't know, is it premiering this evening? We spotted it yesterday, and I'm very excited to see what it's all about. I wonder if they'll finally release the Scirocco that's been promised for 2 decades. I'm glad some people in the chat have been doing this long enough to know Live for Speed. I'm sorry if I'm calling you out for being old, but Live for Speed was just amazing. 76 minutes. All right, awesome. Yeah, the FOV is really good on RaceRoom. I love the fact that you can do that kind of calibration mode with the view. Like you can do the FOV. You can also slide the seat backwards, forwards, up and down. It's really, really intuitive. You jump in a car. The FOV saves across different cars, but the seating position you can edit, and it's so easy to do. And it's possibly my favorite kind of seat position editor in all of sim racing. It's fantastic. Yeah, we're all old. A very old person's in the chat as well, I see. Very, very old person. You know who you are. I'm not talking about you, Stormtrooper, don't worry. Oh, yeah, there he is. No. Everyone's thinking it's them. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the review, to the premiere. Don't know what it's going to be. Just a reminder as well, I saw Tabs is going to go and watch it. Hopefully you enjoy the video, Tabs. But we've done a retrospective, so Osley edited it, Tom wrote it, and I filmed it, and we basically talked about the story of DTM in 2002, or that era of DTM, and we drive all the 3 new cars, talk about how they feel, all that stuff. So if you want a little bit of a history lesson into the DTM of that era, why the DTM 2002 pack is so cool, and some gameplay and some storytelling and some amazing DTM archive footage, check out our DTM 2002 video from last week. It's on the YouTube channel. I can't even remember what it's called, but you'll be able to find it. If you go on the Traxion YouTube channel, you'll be able to find it. I recommend watching that if you want a little bit more context. I think it's called RaceRoom has done it again, DTM 2002. So there you go. I'm about to go, Fresh Cut Flower. We're just making sure that we get our final giveaway sorted before we disappear. Oh, nice. Acts, were you the who I was battling with for the win? Yes, amazing. Glad you enjoyed it. Sorry if I squeezed you a bit on lap 1, turn 1, because I wasn't even sure if there was someone on the inside. You were in my blind spot, and I had to, I basically left just about a car's width, thinking there was someone maybe there, but I wasn't 100% sure. Oh, you were in the blue Audi. Okay, it wasn't you, but you were right next behind us. So I did see you in the mirror, and you scared me a little bit for a few laps. But once I got past, then, and you got second at the end, right? So it was good fun. Thank you for joining. Hopefully we race again soon. Yeah, it was the Opel. Yeah, it was good fun. Thank you, Gasper. Really enjoyed our race at the Nordschleife. Hopefully see you again soon. I'm not doing one more, unfortunately, Izzy. I need to go. I mean, I should have left about 20 minutes ago. But I would love to do more. Unfortunately, I would love to go on all day, but I have things to do. Hey, David. Hope you're good in South Africa. Oz, have you been able to sort out our latest giveaway winner, or have you been able to get in touch?
Yes, if you check our chat.
Ah, super. Sorry, I've not been checking it because I'm useless.
No worries.
Perfect. Right. I think we're good then. I think we are good. I think everyone should have their codes, or at least if you don't have your code yet, you should be getting it imminently. Or you should check your inbox. And I think that's going to wrap us up. I've had such a good time today. Thank you so much, as always, for joining. I hope you've enjoyed the racing. I think learning Slovakia ring in 10 minutes and racing in the Audis was huge fun. That was probably the most epic race, even if it was also the worst in terms of driving standards. Really enjoyed the Super Tourer Mid-Ohio race at the end there. The one earlier was good too. So a couple of great Super Tourer races fighting through the field. Really had fun. Our Nordschleife battle, the 1v1, RIP Medved, who unfortunately got ruined. That was good fun as well. And then obviously the DTM 2002 race at the start as well. Great battling there too. So all good stuff. I've had a great time. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the day too. I'll be back again tomorrow with another live stream. We will, of course, have regular Traxion videos coming to the channel this week. We have a GT7 Power Pack review coming at some point. Don't want to put a time on it. So if you're still undecided whether you're going to buy the Power Pack, hold off a few more days, watch our review, and then hopefully you'll be able to make a more informed decision about it. Tom's been going to be playing through the whole thing as far as he can to really get a good gauge on how that Power Pack performs and how it feels. And we have another special video potentially coming later in the week. Don't want to give away too much on that one. It's a kind of another story-ish based video about upcoming content on another sim, and it's really, really cool. I barely started writing it. I started writing it today, and I don't even know if we're going to be able to do it this week, but we're going to give it a go. So hopefully a couple of videos coming. Do subscribe to the channel so you don't miss them. Leave us a like if you've enjoyed the stream. Thank you to Osley for helping out with the giveaway. Thank you to all of you for entering, and I'm sorry to everyone who didn't win. Well done to all of our winners, of course, and I hope you enjoy your DTM racing. One final thing. Stream tomorrow, Le Mans Ultimate. I don't know what time. Hopefully the update drops early enough for us to be able to do it. If not, we might be able to get on early anyway and give you a bit of a preview of the new content. But I'll play it by ear, so keep an eye out for that as well if you want to see some Le Mans Ultimate racing tomorrow. Probably at a similar time, but let's just wait and see. So, yeah. Thanks, everyone. Take care. Have a great day. Have a great week. And I'll see you again very soon. Bye.
Bye.